win, a dominating performance over Abilene Christian here in Stillwater. The win snapped OSU's two-game losing streak as the Cowgirls go back to 500, 3-3-1, while ACU falls to 1-5-1. OSU was superior throughout the match, out-shooting the visitors 27-5 and owning a 9-4 advantage on corner kicks. This despite playing the final 26 minutes down a player, as Nikki McKnight was sent off with a red card, and she will not play today either. The Cowgirls recorded their first score in the 34th minute. Senior defender Natalie Calhoun picked up her first goal since her freshman season 3 years ago when she headed in a J.C. Jones corner kick. The Cowgirls then doubled their lead in the 53rd minute as Courtney DeKay continued her impressive offensive start, matching her goal output of last year with 5. Fifth goal of the year received from a cross from Marlo Zoller, chipped in a shot off the crossbar from 4 yards out. That proved to be the extra goal. DK recorded goals in 5 of OSU's 7 games this year and has already equaled her goal total from last year, as I mentioned. She's also moved to 9th place on the Cowgirls' all-time scoring chart with 67 career points. OSU goalie Michaela Ungaro was rarely tested by the Wildcats as she recorded a save on ASU's lone shot on goal and notched her 10th career shutout, one shy of entering the top 5 in the Cowgirls' all-time list in that category. Back to Courtney DeKay for a moment. Talking to Courtney the other day, according to Coach Carmichael, and asking her how she felt, and she said awesome. And Carmichael says he thinks it shows, quoting here, "She's finally feeling good about moving around the field. We were probably critical over the last couple of years for not scoring as many goals. The kid never really was 100% healthy either. With the long rest she's had this spring and summer, she didn't play any extra soccer this spring or summer. We're seeing the results of that." The Cowgirls also had a great bounce back after that 7-2 loss, all of it in the second half against Florida last Sunday. The Cowgirls were looking to focus better, and that was the work that practice made this week for the Cowgirls, according to Coach Carmichael.
We're creating a lot of looks at goal, and we're very dangerous up front, so that's a good thing. For 80 minutes against Central Florida, I felt like we were in control, not of the whole game, but I think we were the better team, and I think their coaches said so much in their post-game, it just kind of fell apart in the last 10 minutes. So the positives are we know we can play with a top 25 type team, straight up and just go play and see what happens. The other positive from Sunday, as I said, I'd love to have been able to play Florida on a level playing field with both teams having the same fatigue and recovery from Friday. So, when we did have those energy reserves, I thought our team played with great energy. I thought we worked hard. I thought we closed Florida down and really limited them to just a couple of looks at goal in the first half. And we created 4 or 5 good looks ourselves. So, we'll stay positive. We've got 2 games at home this week that we think we can get well and win some games and feel good about ourselves again leading into Big 12 play.
The focus, he said, was not so much on the competition game to game this week, but, quote, "We talked about us. We just wanted to get a win and feel good. There are things that we could have done better and hopefully will do better, and overall we're very pleased to get a win." Again, this is the first ever meeting between the Cowgirls and the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners coming up at 1 o'clock this afternoon as the Cowgirls close out a 5-game homestand with this matchup this afternoon. The Roadrunners played on Friday night also. We'll tell you a little bit about them when we come back after a timeout. This is Cowgirl Soccer from Learfield.
Perkins, Oklahoma will be host to the Iowa Invitational Indian Relay Race and the AMA IRA Region 8 Rodeo Finals, September 23rd through September 25th at the Iowa Tribe of Oklahoma Events Grounds. Witness death-defying warriors as they race at breakneck speeds and leap from one galloping horse to another. Plus, cheer on local rodeo favorites in exciting events during the AMA IRA Region 8 Finals. Visit CimarronCasino.com for complete details. Sponsored by the Iowa Tribe of Oklahoma, Cimarron Casino and Preferred.
When did we become so dependent on all those technical devices you got around the house? Your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your gaming system. Anymore, you got more tools or tech tools than you've got garden tools. Well, Suddenlink's got you covered with 1 gig internet. That's 100 times faster than your typical phone company internet. Only 8% of U.S. cities have 1 gig internet speeds, and Stillwater, because of Suddenlink's investment, is now Gig City. Now, you may not need 1 gig internet speeds now, but it's nice to know the power to keep all your devices connected is there when you need it. Call 800-915-1866 to get SL200 HD TV and 15 meg internet for just $69 a month, and you'll get access to on-demand. Don't wait. Call 800-915-1866 or visit suddenlink.com and get all the information. Your Suddenlink store is located at 802 East 6th Street right here in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Dad, you've been selling tractors forever. Is there one brand and one model that you really trust?
Jeff, the Kubota L Series is the gold standard. It can do it all.
What about price?
During Shift into Savings, customers can cash in on Kubota financing as low as 0 down and 0% for 5 years.
Well, I'm convinced.
And when folks make that short drive to Johnson to Kingfisher and check out the Kubota L Series tractor, they will be convinced also.
Now through September 30th, 2016, call toll-free 1-800-794-4992 for details about cost and terms.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma State Cowgirls Soccer pregame show here in Stillwater. Bill Van Ness with you here. As the Cowgirls get ready to take on Texas San Antonio, UTSA, the Roadrunners from down in South Texas. First ever meeting between these two schools here today. UTSA is 4-0 on the season after a win against Northwestern State on their home field in San Antonio on Friday night. The Roadrunners have outscored their opponents this year 20-10 and won 3-1 at Park West Athletics Complex over Northwestern State on Friday. The Roadrunners trailed the Lady Demons at 1 point, but with the win against Northwestern State, came back to pick up their 7th consecutive match in the win column against their former Southland Conference 4. Kaja Skari was the difference as she pushed her team-leading goal total to 5 with her first winner since the opening weekend of the season. Anna Wiese and also Isabella Sanchez continued to make 4 saves in the winning effort, splitting time in goal. The UTSA Lady Roadrunners outshot the Lady Demons 17-8 as it held the visitors to just 4 shot attempts in each half. And despite a 10-4 advantage in shots in the first half, the Roadrunners could not break through the Northwestern State defense, and it was scoreless at halftime. The best scoring chance for UTSA in the opening half came in the 22nd minute when senior Brianna Lachichi lifted a high shot that banged off the crossbar, and Wiese kept the match scoreless by a sprawling save in the 40th minute. Meanwhile, the Lady Demons got on the board first, an April Trowbridge goal in the 56th minute. But it was Scari and the Roadrunners who answered back less than 4 minutes later to tie the score, and freshman Marianne Hernandez lofted a cross into the penalty box from the left side, and then Scari's header found the back of the net to even the game at 1. Then in the 73rd minute, UTSA took the lead for good. Another Scari header, this time off a cross from freshman Jordan Lacey on the right side. Lacey, by the way, another of their leading goal scorers. She has 3 on the season. Working with the lead for the first time all night, the Roadrunners limited Northwestern State to just 2 shots over the final 27 minutes. And that took the advantage, and it was protected. With just 35 seconds left, sophomore Channing Machen put the game out of reach with a booming shot from 30 yards out that sailed over the keeper's head and into the back of the net. That goal was the first of the season for her, the second of her career, and pushed the lead to the final margin of 3-1. So the Roadrunners are 4-2 as they come in here to Stillwater this afternoon. And it's the first ever meeting, as I said, between the two teams. More about what the Cowgirls want to accomplish with this weekend and then next weekend's play at Memphis and Pine Bluff, the final tune-ups before Big 12 play. Head coach Colin Carmichael.
We're not far away. We talked to our kids. We're playing some really nice soccer. I would say maybe at times it's been some of the best soccer we've played in the last 3 or 4 years. This group of kids are good. We're talented. These first 6 games have been really challenging for us. We've played 4 really good teams in Georgia, Oklahoma, UCF, and Florida. And, I think as a coach going into that, you feel like maybe if we can split those games, we'd be in good shape. Well, we came up short a little bit in them, and the other 2 games were games you'd pick us to win. So we might be 1 win away from where we thought we could have been at this stage of the season, which isn't the end of the world. So, yeah, it's early, and we know we've got some games coming up now where hopefully we can get a little bit of a winning streak going. And Big 12 play, we think we'll be as good as anybody in the league, and we can give everybody a game. So we're still positive. Our kids are still playing and training hard, and I think we just need a couple little tweaks and a couple little breaks to get things rolling, and we'll be fine.
The Cowgirls, with a win today, would end up 3-2 in the homestand and would take their overall record to 4-3-1 heading into play next weekend on the road. The Cowgirls are at Memphis Friday night for a tough 7 o'clock game, and then what should be an easier opponent in Arkansas Pine Bluff on the road at Pine Bluff a week from today at 1 p.m. 2 weekends from now, the Cowgirls start Big 12 play. Iowa State at 7 on the 23rd, Baylor at 1 o'clock on the 25th. Then a 3-game conference road trip to Texas Tech, and to Kansas, before 3 in a row at home, including the conclusion of the conference home schedule with OU and TCU on the 14th and 16th, a non-conference trip to Arkansas Little Rock on the 25th, And then the big matchup with the number 1 team in the league right now, the Mountaineers of West Virginia, on the 28th in Morgantown. Then the Big 12 Soccer Championship begins on Wednesday, November 2nd at the Swope Soccer Complex in Kansas City. Coming up, the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners and the Oklahoma State Cowgirls. Cowgirl soccer continues after a timeout with the opening kickoff, preceded by the starting lineups. This is Cowgirl soccer from Learfield.
Cowboy fans, skin cancer continues to be a growing epidemic, but Stillwater Dermatology Clinic is there for you. With locations in Stillwater and Ponca City, board-certified dermatologist Dr. Thomas Hall is available to help you with all your skincare needs. Dr. Hall specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of skin, hair, and nail disorders and also offers aesthetic skincare and laser services. Call 405-533-DERM or visit stwderm.com today. Whether you're looking for a burger before the game or a place to celebrate another Cowgirls win with the family, University Dining Service has you covered. With more than 30 individual restaurants on campus, there's something to feed every cowboy. Fresh sushi daily, 100% local, never frozen burgers, Oklahoma favorites, and more. At our table, you're always family. So pull up a chair and dig in. Visit dining.okstate.edu for more information. University Dining Services, where the Cowgirls dine.
Cowboy Nation, it's time to make some noise. Time to cheer louder. Wave your arm higher. Celebrate longer. A Mercy Clinic primary care doctor can give you the strength and energy to do more of what you love. Your Mercy Clinic doctor comes with a whole team of specialists, from sports medicine to sleep medicine. Find your Mercy Clinic doctor at mercy.net/doctors. At Mercy, your life is our life's work.
This is Debbie, owner of Charlie's Discount Drug. Don't waste your time enrolling in a rewards or discount program. At Charlie's Discount Drug, our discounts are for everyone, every day. We also have monthly Mason vitamin specials and bi-monthly wholesale price center specials. Save your time and money at Charlie's Discount Drug, 723 South Walnut in Stillwater.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Your home for OSU Cowgirl basketball. KGFY Stillwater. Cowboy Country 105.5 FM.
Celebrating 30 years in Stillwater in a big way, Wilson Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is choosing a nonprofit each month of 2016 to receive $30 per retail sale. Payne County Youth Shelter was our January recipient and received a check for over $3,700. Help us celebrate 30 years all year long as we give back to local agencies. Hashtag Wilson Cares. www.wilsongm.com.
We got the deals that put you behind the wheels. Wilson Chevrolet, Stillwater.
At Shelter Insurance, we know landlords have to keep up with their renters, even if they're related.
Mom, Dad, we just dropped by to pick up your
rent check.
I'm running a little short this month.
Not everything works as smoothly as Shelter's renter's policy. It helps cover stuff in case of fire, theft, and more.
What if I just moved back into my old room?
Oh, you mean Dad's new man cave?
Oh, man.
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Insurance Agent Wendell Stevens about a free insurance review at 1313 North Perkins Road.
At Stillwater Medical Center, we're asking for more.
From our nurses
and our staff. We're devoting ourselves to providing unhurried and compassionate care.
Our mission is simple, to perfect the patient experience.
It's everything you expect from a major medical center.
With all the things that you love about a hometown hospital. Learn more about our mission at stillwatermedical.com.
Perkins, Oklahoma will be host to the Iowa Invitational Indian Relay Race and the AMA IRA Region 8 Rodeo Finals, September 23rd through September 25th at the Iowa Tribe of Oklahoma Events Grounds. Witness death-defying warriors as they race at breakneck speeds and leap from one galloping horse to another. Plus, cheer on local rodeo favorites in exciting events during the AMA IRA Region 8 Finals. Visit CimarronCasino.com for complete details. Sponsored by the Iowa Tribe of Oklahoma, Cimarron Casino and Preferred.
The following is a message from the Bud Light Party.
Making a contribution to the Bud Light Party is the best decision you're going to make this year. Why? Because for every contribution, we'll give you a Bud Light. This summer, we'll be at bars and venues across the country, taking contributions and giving back with fun and Bud Light. Join the Bud Light Party on the campaign trail this summer. It's a party we can all agree on. This message approved by the Bud Light Party. Raise one to right now. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
Cowboy fans, stop by Chris's University Spirit today to sign up for the Orange and Black Spirit Club for only $40. You'll receive a membership club shirt and a 20% off card good on items for 1 year from purchase. All you have to do is stop in at 244 South Knobloch on Campus Corner in Stillwater before it's too late. Also visit us online at chrisuniversityspirit.com today.
The Ranchers Club, Stillwater's finest restaurant, located in the newly renovated Atherton Hotel, offers impeccable steaks, gracious hospitality, and superb menu offerings. Whether you're enjoying our game day festivities or relaxing with that special someone during the week, the Ranchers Club will provide a memorable experience you will repeat time and again. Patio seating now available, and for students, meal plan and bursar is always accepted. For reservations, carry-out, and directions, call 744-BEEF or download the Ranchers Club app.
The Learfield Directors Cup honors the nation's best overall collegiate athletic program in each division, men's and women's sports. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics, noting the remarkable efforts of student athletes and their institutions. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook. Find us at USA Today online and on Twitter at ldirectorscup.com. Over 2 decades of excellence, the Learfield Directors Cup.
And we welcome you.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. All sports are built on tradition, but at Bill Knight Ford, we know that here in Oklahoma, it's more than just a tradition. It's a way of life, forged from loyalty and dedication. It's unwavering pride that survives the losses and is ignited by the wins. Bill Knight Ford is proud to support the OSU Cowboys and Cowgirls, Stillwater High School Pioneers, and the Perkins Tryon Demons. We wish them the best of luck this season.
We're going to compensate for that a little bit with some Cowgirl soccer for you here this afternoon as the Cowgirls take on Texas San Antonio. Those of you who've been watching online have seen the first couple minutes of this match, and so far it is scoreless here. Let's give you the starting lineups for first Oklahoma State. Michaela Ungaro is in goal, and the Cowgirls defend the goal to our right here in the first half. Natalie Calhoun is in defense, along with Lorraine Trestfield, Claire Ganser, and Christina Jean Charles. And here a chance for UTSA as they come down. They come in, the Cowgirls with a score as they come into the goal here at the north end here as the UTSA was defending, and Marlo Zoller gets the goal as we get underway here in the first 4 minutes, and Zoller picks up the goal for Oklahoma State, and a mark of 1-0 for the Cowgirls. Marlo Zoller with her first goal of the season, and we'll give you the rest of the lineup. She's playing in the forward end along with Courtney DeKeo, and J.C. Jones gets an assist on that goal, by the way. The midfielders, Troy Roskowski, J.C. Jones, as I mentioned, and Julia Lenhart, and Anna Beffer is the other forward for the Cowgirls. and Natalie Calhoun is the other defender, as I said earlier, and then Michaela Ungaro in goal. And for UTSA, a record of 4-2 under head coach Greg Sheen. Michelle Cole is their goalkeeper. Brianna Livecki is the forward on one end. Katie Ann Locte is a midfielder, along with Rebecca Kensing and Marian Hernandez. Then at forward, Jordan Lacey, Nicole Galan. And in defense, Alexis Alanis, also Brianna Behe, also Channing Machen, and the other defender is Brittany Van Schneido, and their head coach again is Greg Sheen. Colin Carmichael in his 21st season as the head coach, 10 years as the head coach, 21st season at OSU, and a co-head coach, of course, in 05 and 06. So Zoller gets the goal here in the first 4 minutes, and we have a stoppage in play over on the far sideline. Randy Cook is our referee. B.J. Jones is sideline official number 1. The other side is Brett Harp, and then the table official for the substitutions is Keith Beal. And we resume play here as the ball goes back to UTSA goalkeeper Michelle Cole. A little bit about her. In 5 games, she's now allowed 4 goals, 1.2 goals against average, and a total of 2 saves. Her record is 2-0 on the campaign. She has the majority of the minutes, and we have a foul here on Oklahoma State at midfield. And she splits time in goal with a couple of other players, Hannah Weiss and also Isabella Sanchez, who we told you about in the pregame show. So Zoller's goal, the Cowgirls off to a quick 1-0 lead here in Stillwater. The wind is blowing from right to left as the Cowgirls have it at their back here in the first half. Temperatures in about the 78-degree range, a very pleasant afternoon. Southeast wind at about 20 and a clear sky. Sunshine here in Stillwater this afternoon. I think that gets us caught up. Again, we apologize for our technical issue we had at the beginning of the broadcast, but we'll get that hopefully straightened out later today, as we had some issues with lightning and things on Friday, trying to get all those squared away in the building, and you know how that is when you're dealing with electronic stuff. So, UTSA in the blue with the orange. Cowgirls win the home white tops, orange numbers, and orange shorts as they have a ball to the near sideline, and this will be a throw-in coming up for UTSA to the right of their bench. Cowgirl bench is to our left as we sit just to the left of the midfield line on the west side of this field here in Stillwater, running from right to left. UTSA going in that direction here in the first half. Cowgirls looking for a clearance at midfield and nearly getting one here, but then scramble for the loose ball, and Schneido ends up getting it for UTSA along this near sideline. And they will run it forward, and Courtney Decay to the near wing will send it ahead to Zoller coming down on this near side. Zoller will bring it ahead to the corner, kind of gets slowed up a little bit, saves it along the back line. Short little dribble on a 1v1 here in the corner, looks for the cross, tries to get it into Decay on the left side of the 6. She works around one defender. Now it's cleared back out top for a possible header, but Jones's pass was knocked away in the 6-yard square by UTSA defender, and we go back the other way. As again, the Roadrunners in their first ever meeting here in Stillwater with the Cowgirls, going from our left to right. Oklahoma State trying to send it deep again. They have a player down there in Beffer, has a shot there, and that's going to go in, but they're going to call a foul in the box before that, and it's on the Cowgirls. So good opportunity there, but just a foul that takes that away, and we'll have the play go the other way here on a goal kick. It'll be a free kick, actually, from the top of the 18-yard square. A little bit more about UTSA. 49 corners to the opponent's 22. They've outshot their opponents 116 to 54. The Cowgirls have outshot their opponents 123 to 78 coming in, and have 46 corners to the opponent's 32. The play continues here, and we have UTSA with the ball trying to send it to midfield. They do. Cowgirls have a 2-on-1 numbers advantage there, and we'll play it off one of the defenders and start it over with Natalie Calhoun at the top end of the backfield here. Our side wing to Jean Charles. Will send it forward. DK knocks it down and now sends it back toward the center of the ground, where it's run down there by Jones. Jones to the near wing, looking for Ganser coming up. Ganser with a little clearance to the front of the 18 there for DK, and she'll send a pass wide. It'll go across the back line for a goal kick. Today's game brought to you by Bud Light. It reminds OSU fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. We had to take some extra breaks there because of our technical issue, but we will start at the end of the half with the normal end of the first half break, just for our folks back in the studio. Goalkeeper is Michelle Cole. She's out of Anchorage, Alaska. Thinking on a lot of soccer players in Alaska, you're probably right, but ones that end up going to college somewhere, usually very good players, and she's a pretty good athlete. There's a foul here by the Cowgirls right in front of us, and our referee, Randy Cook, blows the whistle and now sets the ball for play and a free kick here for the Roadrunners. Texas San Antonio wins this year against Abilene Christian, who the Cowgirls beat on Friday. Sam Houston State, A&M Corpus Christi, and Northwestern State. Their losses have been to Houston Baptist and to Stephen F. Austin. All to the sideline and a throw in here for the Cowgirls. Played here in front by DK, trying to win the ball back, looking to send it forward. And it'll be brought down in front and to the top of the near sideline here. Roskowski will try to turn it and send it back the other way. Getting some help in the backfield there for Oklahoma State. Tressfield over to the far wing. Calhoun sends it all the way down the ground. Beffer looks to run it down. Gets ahead of her defender who fell down. Comes in to the left of the keeper. Gets a step out of the defender across, but it's across the back line before she can do it. It'll be a goal kick for UTSA. She had a step not once but twice in that sequence on defenders, but unable to put the ball across or even toward the net. Full goal kick here for Texas San Antonio. Gray Sheen, their head coach, is in his 4th year there. His 3rd as the head coach. He was an assistant before that. Stephanie Sanchez, Jason Russell, and Brian Davis are the assistant coaches. We're about 11 minutes in. There's a 1-0 Cowgirl lead, I should say. Zoller with the goal from Jones. About 4 minutes into the game. The field far side, taken there by Jean Charles. She'll play it ahead. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for UTSA. They just throw it into the keeper, and she'll boot it from the top of the 18 square. And playing left to right in the dark uniforms. Cowgirls knock it down in the center circle, send it back to the defender. And to play it ahead there is Claire Ganser, the freshman from Plano. Into the forward end for DK, now to the near side to Lenhart. Back to Ganser, she'll play it forward along the near side. DK into the corner for Zoller, looking for the cross, gets bumped, and the ball kicked out of bounds near the back line to the sideline by the UTSA defender. Sarah Bahi just sent it to the sideline throw in. At about the 6-yard line on this near sideline, they get it into DK. Ball's played off of a defender and sent back up the ground in front of the Cowgirl bench. A scramble for it there. It's going to go off of the Roadrunners. It'll be a throw in for Oklahoma State. DK works it off the throw in, sets it up at the top of the square there for Beffer. Now coming down, Jean Charles with a long blast. Takes it, it bounces past the keeper. And this will be a goal kick coming up here for Texas San Antonio. That ball, Jean Charles, I think, was looking to set it into the 6-yard square area, and it just, with the wind behind it, just pushed it past the keeper, who I think got fooled a little bit on the play, but was unable to come up with it. And it went wide anyway. So back to play off the goal kick along this near sideline. Texas San Antonio working to bring it ahead. This is Brianna Levecki, who will bring it across the line. Gets taken off the ball at midfield. Now he's over there to have it and send it ahead up the far sideline. Cowgirls looking to turn it back. There's a play into the Cowgirl defensive zone. A one-hopper to the top of the 18 in the square, taken by Ongaro. They had a man coming in the middle there. It was Levecki again, and an opportunity, but the ball passed her, and so the keeper with all the opportunity there to save it and make the play. So their first real good look at goal, as it's brought back the other way to Zoller up this near side. Zoller to the corner, trying to save it. Goes off of a UTSA player and out of bounds for a throw-in. This will be at about the 6-yard line on this near sideline again, about where they had the play a moment ago here. Almost 15 in, there is no score, or I should say the Cowgirls have a 1-0 lead. They got that early score with Zoller. It'll be inbounded by Ganser to Zoller along the near wing, looking to go back line. There's a cross, and that's going to go right to the keeper at the edge of the back line on this near sideline, and so Cole will take it and boot it away. Boot against the wind, comes into the center circle. A header there by Ruskowski. Junior out of Seabrook, Texas. Comes to UTSA. They'll play it up the near sideline, trying to send it down the ground for Galan. Back to the Cowgirls defensively, and they'll play it the other way. This is Calhoun. Center of the backfield in the defensive side, playing it right to left into the forward end. There's a deep ball all the way down to the keeper, about a 4-hopper. This will come into the 18, and Cole will pick it up there. They have a little bit of European flavor on this club. They have a player from Norway. Cowgirls off that kick, able to keep it in midfield area. There's Zoller, a chance, a 1v1 played off the ball by the defender. The scramble for it up the near sideline. That was a good play by the defender there, Biley, and it will be out of bounds to the Cowgirls. It looks like maybe up here on the near side. No, San Antonio. So UTSA on the short throw in. They're going to try to clear it out of their zone if they can defensively here as play continues in the second third of this first half. Cowgirls with a 1-0 lead. So with their first goal of the year from Jones. Big header there at midfield, trying to play it back the other way, and it will be taken by Calhoun. And it is now belongs to the Cowgirls' Lorraine Tressfield. They'll send it over to the far wing, and Jean Charles will play it forward. Casey, that's her third assist, by the way, of the year. I haven't mentioned that yet. Tressfield, far side. Now again touched by Jean Charles. He's playing it along the center circle area. And back outside that circle now, Ruskowski. Cowgirls look to set it up again. Tressfield into the area of the midfield. Off of Jones, but then kicked forward by the Cowgirls. A big header, and we're going to have a foul here, it looks like. Yes. So a free kick coming up for Oklahoma State. This will come at the midfield area. The foul was away from the ball. And Calhoun will kick it to the far wing. Cowgirls go on offense to our left. Pepper trying to play it over on the wing. Now Jean Charles playing up. Pepper again over in the corner. Here comes Jones down the far side. Bender falls down trying to play it. They'll send it back across with a left foot boot, but nobody home. And now the top of the 18 square. The Cowgirls look to play it near side. Ganser over on the wing trying to find Zoller. She'll cut across, or try to anyway. Spins around a man on the dribble. Good move there. Taken off her feet outside the 18 box, and we're going to have a foul here, and this will be a free kick right along the area near the back line. Zoller got taken off her feet, so a short kick to the right of the keeper. This is going to be about 2/3 the distance of a corner, about 8 yards out. We'll see if Beffert takes this kick, and she will. So again, you have to set one man there. They mark the ball for play and where the defense can stand. Instructions there by referee Randy Cook. And now let's see if, again, they have to stay on side here, so this is another issue. Here's the kick into the 6, looking for the header, and the keeper just comes out and grabs it. I don't think they put that ball quite where they wanted to there. And a good play for Michelle Cole to just come out and pick up the ball in the air, and so it's kicked to the sideline, and UTSA didn't do a very good job of clearance, and the Cowgirls get a quick throw in. This time on the other side of the ground. Trying to work it out of trouble, and again it goes out of bounds for another throw in at about the 8-yard line. Cowgirls with a 1-0 lead here. Zoller from Jones in the 4th minute. Plays to the back line, and it's cleared to the edge of the box, and then cleared out by Texas San Antonio up the sideline. This will be another throw-in for Oklahoma State. Cowgirls, as they did the other night, when they outshot their opponent 27-2, working on the attack here. Now again trying along the far sideline, the ball goes out of bounds. Well, this will be a throw-in again, this time for Texas San Antonio. The runners coming off a win on Friday night against Northwestern State. Cowgirls coming off a win against Abilene Christian. They're 4-2, and the Cowgirls are 3-1. Again, having trouble. Here comes Zoller to the keeper, and she'll just boot the ball away. Actually, that was Beffer coming in. Out of the middle of the ground, Lenhart, and a foul, and this will be on Oklahoma State. in their defensive backfield. So from there, it will be a free kick for UTSA. Don Carmichael laughing about the explanation on the foul here on the sideline. So play continues. The ball sent down by UTSA, but it's in the forward end. The Cowgirls intercept. Look to reset play going the other way. In the offensive end, midfield area is taken there by Machen. And the Cowgirls looking to try to turn it again. This is Lenhart over on the far side. Big header played back the other way by Bahi. And to the sideline for a Cowgirl throw-in. 1-0 Oklahoma State as we approach the halfway point of the first half. UTSA with a nice clearance. They'll send it back in the offensive end. They've not been down there very often in this first half. There have been a couple of 3 touches really in the offensive end. Boy, a collision there, and Jones falls into the defender, and we get a late foul called here as Galan got taken off her feet, and then Casey Jones really couldn't keep her balance and fell down. So in the right of the center circle midfield line, it'll be a free kick here for Texas San Antonio. Move strong toward the far side of the 18. Knocked down there by Lacey. Lacey is her what has the numbers as far as offense is concerned. She and Scarra. It's cleared away by the Cowgirls. Good play there to get it away from trouble, and they go back the other way. Scarra has 5 goals, and Lacey has 3. Here's a deep ball to the top of the 18, cleared away on a header by UTSA. And trying to use the official as an extra screen, they're able to send it to the near sideline of the backfield. Knocked away at midfield. Ganser with the ball back to Bahia here at the center circle, taken there by Lochte. Julia Lenhart the other way, sends it down the ground for the Cowgirls, and Zola will try to outbeat the defender to the ball. And it's knocked away for a throw-in on the near sideline by Texas San Antonio. The Cowgirls bring everybody up with their 3 defenders, and obviously the keeper just outside the 18 box at the other end. Everybody else is pushed up the ground, so 7 up here to see if they can get another goal. And to the sideline, here's another throw-in coming up. This one about 20 yards out. They go to DK, left side, trying to penetrate in around one man. See if she can beat the other one. She does, and the ball hits the crossbar up high right on the shot. It deflects back out, so it stays in play, and now it's going to roll out of bounds over on the far sideline. Nearly bent that thing in the upper right shelf. This will be a throw-in for Texas San Antonio deep in their own zone. Ball's headed to the back line, and this will be a goal kick off the Cowgirls here for Texas San Antonio. Today's game brought to you by Bud Light. It reminds OSU fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. And play continues as the UTSA keeper, Michelle Cole, will send it forward. And they go from left to right here in the first half. And the dark uniforms are blue with orange trim, a very much Denver Broncos look to them as far as the color. And the white numbers and trim. Set down the ground. Cowgirls will touch it last as the ball goes off of the Roadrunners in front of their own bench. Zoller with the ball off the throw-in, double teamed immediately, and the ball's taken away from her by Bali to the midfield area. Zoller tries to run it down, and there's all kinds of bodies flying around and falling, and this will be a foul on the Cowgirls. So a 1-0 lead here as we are at the halfway point of the first half. The Cowgirls with the goal by Zoller, with the assist by Jones, first and third respectively. Now a loose ball into the 18 square in front of the 6, and it just kind of crawls up there for a chance to be fallen on by the goalkeeper for the Cowgirls, Michaela Ongaro. And a little bit about her, we haven't touched on that yet. In 7 games, coming in today, 614 minutes, 13 goals allowed, 22 saves, and a 1.91 goals against average. She has combined on and also pitched a shutout. The ball, Cowgirls along the back line, DK. One back by San Antonio to the top of the midfield area and brought back down by Ruskowski. The Cowgirls going from right to left in the forward end, defending the goal to our right, so Texas San Antonio defending the goal to our left. And the ball played on a cross at midfield to the near side Gansers. Again, the Cowgirls bring everybody up, but 2 plus the keeper this time. Here's a chance left side, and a cross there by Lenhart is blocked across the back line. And this will be a corner kick coming up here, it looks like, for the Cowgirls, and it will be. It looks to be J.C. Jones who will take the corner for Oklahoma State. Not a real big crowd this afternoon, but as you can hear in the background, they're vocal. He sets the ball for play, and we're ready to go again here. Low line drive into the 6, kind of pinballs around. Knocked in the air, a header this time, another header, one by each team. Now a chance in front there, and Beffer's little pooch kick is blocked away and then cleared to the sideline where the Roadrunners send it back to midfield along the near side Tressfield. And a deep ball all the way into the forward end, and we get a whistle. And it looks like the Cowgirls might have been offside. "21 minutes left here in the first half as OSU has a 1-0 lead, and we got looks like a free kick coming up here for the Roadrunners. And again, against this 15 to 20 mile an hour wind, the ball to the far side. They'll work at trying to dig it out of trouble. Zoller sends it ahead for DK. She just plays it down the ground, and the keeper will be able to take it inside the 18. Numbers here at the halfway point. UTSA does not have a shot yet, or a shot on goal. The Cowgirls have 2. And 1 shot on goal. That was Zoller's goal at 2:52 exactly in the first half. Jones with the assist. Goal number 1 for Zoller, number 3 the assist for Jones. All trying to be cleared by the Roadrunners out of their own end. They do get it to the halfway line and bring it to the other way. Mendez across the line, sends it deep, trying to run it down as Ganser. She just kicks it way out of bounds, and the near side throw-in coming up here for UTSA, who will sub in for the first time here. And the player, Ayaskara, who we mentioned earlier, who's their leading scorer, checks in for the first time, and she's the girl out of Norway that we told you about on the pregame show. Their leading goalkeeper, or goal scorer rather, with 5. Here's the play to the near sideline, coming across on the kick across that way. The Cowgirls touch it a couple of times. Zoller tries to run it down over on the far wing. And now turning it and trying to bring it back to midfield is Oklahoma State from left to right as we view it here. 1-0 Cowgirls here with about 20 minutes left in the first half. Enzer over here on the near side. Now a big kick up in the air by Ben Schneido. And to the sideline. And taken there by Lenhart. Trying to dig it out. Get some help now by Ruskowski in a situation where they're able to send it back to the defender, and Tressfield will play it forward. Calhoun now in the backfield along with Lorraine Tressfield. Speaking of foreign flavor, obviously from Paris, France, as many of you know. Played here a year ago and back for her junior year. Send it DK toward the middle. Beffer. Give and go chance there, perhaps. No. Taken off by the defender. Other defender works it away from Courtney, and will turn it and bring it back the other way. Lochte to the center area, trying to bring it across. Player falling down, trying to get to the ball. We have a foul here on Texas San Antonio. Free kick will come about 8 yards to the left of the midfield line. Lochte spells her name like the swimmer. I don't know if they're related. Back line cross, a chance here in front off the play, and it was Beffer with the cross. And UTSA sends it back up front, but the Cowgirls have numbers, and again they drop 8 back this time, or 8 forward, I should say. Ball's played back to the midfield area. Calhoun along this near side to Ganser. Real Lenhart now on the play. To the near sideline. The ball's going to go out. No, it'll stay in. Taken over here by Beffer on the wing, trying to dribble between 2 defenders. Does for the moment. Finds Zoller out in front. Dribbles around one man. Tries to clear another. A shot, and it's right to the keeper near the post. On this near side, and so it will be a Punt coming up here for Texas San Antonio off the save made there by Cole. He's been kept a little busy here in this first half. He's allowed 1 goal, has a save now on a shot there a moment ago. Zoller with her second shot of the match. And a foul here, and this will be at midfield on Texas San Antonio. One play earlier that I said was offsides actually was called a foul, and so neither team has been marked for that yet in the match. The Cowgirls here do trying to come in again from this left side. Beffer toward the back line, right of the keeper, outside the 18 square, plays it back out top. Skowski is again, they pull everybody forward but the keeper and 2 defenders. Answer inside the top of the circle area there at the top of the box, and looking for DK, and now a little short pass to Jones, and a chance there in front, but kind of went off of Jones, and the keeper going out to her right to make a play on the ball. They'll punt it away again here. Again, that will be against the wind in this first half. Will the Roadrunners. A couple of headers here, and the ball played down to the near sideline. Trying to get out of a 2-on-1 situation is Kensing. Sends it back to one of her defenders, and they send it forward, but unable to play it ahead the Cowgirls, and now Texas San Antonio the other way with Alanis into the forward end. But too strong, and here's Tressfield again. Cowgirls look to set it up, and they'll move this set that they have right now between the 30s down the field here and play again at midfield, 2 defenders and the keeper, as they'll bring 8 up and try to attack the goal again. Still in the midfield area in the defensive side here. Trying to move it forward. Tressfield sends it ahead. It's touched and then touched again. This time by Lenhart, who plays it ahead, but too strong, and the kick just pulled down to the keeper outside the 6-yard square. Cowgirls getting ready to make 4 substitutions here. And as of late, depth-wise, they've been able to play a lot of people. Of course, a man down today as McKnight is out after the red card. We're going to make DK just run down and score up in front of her, and then she'll pick the ball up and play it for the punt. Cole is a sophomore, 5'11", again out of Anchorage, Alaska, the goalkeeper for the Roadrunners. One of 3 that they have, as a matter of fact. We may see one of them in the second half. They have the ball up at the halfway line. This is Kensing trying to play it forward. And the ball goes out of bounds, and now the Cowgirls subs, but first the sub for them. Lauren Hodgson checks in, a forward, a senior out of Rosenberg, Texas. Holly Bremer checks in for the Cowgirls, junior out of Eagle River, Alaska. Also Elise Hahn checking in, the freshman out of Melissa, Texas. Rachel Van Fossen checking in, the sophomore out of Tulsa Union from Arkansas, transfer. And Charmaine Morgan is the other side, the freshman from Frisco, Texas. Now here's Bremer immediately on the ball over on the far wing. Cowgirls sub out more on midfield and defense perhaps than they do on offense. Bremer's the exception. All to the sideline. We'll have a throw in across the way in the Cowgirls offensive zone to our left. As we're down approaching the final 15 left here in the first half. Back line chance and a cross. Chance here for DK. The keeper blocked off the ball. And a chance in front. Courtney can't send it ahead. Now they do, and the ball hits the crossbar on the shot from the 20-yard line by Beffer, but she gets a rebound and a second chance and puts it in. 13:23 left in the half. Beffer got one chance. It hit the crossbar. They were able to clear it back to her off the rebound, and she gets the shot to go in. That's her first goal of the year. And the Cowgirls have a 2-0 lead. Oh, nice play there for Beffer. Just an opportunity off the first play by DK. The ball hits the crossbar on the shot, and then she gets the second opportunity square on. Almost the same place. That one underneath the crossbar, and the lead 2-0. Off the kickoff, sideline throw in here for Texas San Antonio. Cowgirls again working to try to get it away at midfield, and they do for a throw in on this near sideline as it was touched over here by Machen.
just joined us, Cowgirls have scored with Zoller, her first, Beffer, her first, here in this first half. Goal early and a goal here at the 13-minute mark left in the half. So it is a 2-0 Cowgirl lead. Trying to win their third game out of 5 in this 3-game homestand, or 5-game homestand. Sideline throw-in coming up here for Texas San Antonio. This is Jordan Lacey out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. She is a true freshman and their second leading scorer. It's here on the near wing. Lochte looks for the play to the square, and it's just taken there on this near side by the keeper, Ungaro. So a deep ball kicked the other way with the wind all the way down off a header. It will be taken by the keeper, who sends the ball almost straight up in the air. And Texas San Antonio trying to knock it down. They try to turn it and send it ahead, and a foul here, as I think they're going to call the Cowgirls on the foul. And they do. That's Van Fossen, who took Kari off her feet at midfield. Cowgirls earlier had 7 fouls to 2 on Texas San Antonio in this first half. They'll have a free kick here just to the right of the halfway line. There's about 10 minutes left here in the first half. Cowgirls up 2-0. They were able to pitch a shutout by that same score on Friday night. Here's a deep ball all the way down to the 18, inside the box, cleared away by the Cowgirls for the moment. And now DK runs up to pick up the loose ball and send it ahead, and they've got a player down the ground, Beffer, but they can't win the play, and a defender who played her off the ball collide, and Snydau, and they're okay. To the near side, ball again set forward by Texas San Antonio, but the Cowgirls have numbers back, and their defenders will play it ahead the other way. Oklahoma State in white and orange going from our right to left here in this first half. 2-0 game. Field area Linhart trying to turn it. Beffer with some help there. They'll just send it back to Elise Hahn. Hahn did not play Friday night because of a red card in the game with Florida on Sunday. Cowgirls looking to play Bree Woodhall here in a moment. She'll check in on the first substitution opportunity. He's had some quality minutes, the freshman out of Kingwood, Texas. And we're going to see Morgan McDougal check in as well. There's a chance down the far side, and the ball knocked away out of bounds. This will be a Cowgirl throw-in, and now they'll have their chance to sub here, as McDougal out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado, will check in, as will Woodhall. McDougal is a sophomore, and Woodhall is a freshman. So it'll be Linhart and Jones who will check out at their respective positions, and the Cowgirls will inbound on the far sideline. Trying to find DK along the back line, a header there by the Roadrunners. They'll just send it into the square. It's taken back the other way as the Cowgirls looking to win it back at midfield, and they do. Westfield will send it ahead, or actually that's Hahn, rather, who will send it ahead. But off of another player. It's taken there by Texas San Antonio. The Cowgirls have to run it down and start over defensively. Just past the halfway line. They'll send it the other way. Woodall trying to catch up to the defender. Had a step there for a moment, but defender got the ball ahead of her. Now it's turned Lochte. And Hahn on the ground. A foul here. Actually, Woodall on the ground. A foul there. And this will set up a free play. I should say this foul is on Texas San Antonio. I'm sorry. This is going to be called on Lochte. And so a free kick for the Cowgirls. Calhoun over on the far wing looks to send it down the ground and does, looking for Courtney DK near the back corner, but the ball's going to go out of bounds first before the back line, so it's a throw in for the Roadrunners. Take a look at scores of games around the league and what's going on nationally as well, coming up at halftime. And we'll have the second half of play. Cowgirls win the ball off the throw-in. Here's Woodall in the square. Keeper's out of the box, and it's cleared away here by Mason to the far sideline. And the Cowgirls will have a throw-in. An open goal chance there, but keeper kind of broke that up and then got a defensive help opportunity there by the sophomore from Grand Prairie, Texas. Cowgirls off the throw-in, trying to win it back. Go their own offensive zone, trying to dig it out as McDougal, and they call a foul on her for boarding. Throwing a shoulder block down there a little bit, and so it'll be a free kick here for Texas San Antonio. see where they set the ball for play. It'll be about 23 out. And the kick coming to the center circle, knocked down there by Van Fossen. And the Cowgirls able to win possession again. A little bit quicker than this other group here that's here today, and so I think that's everything as far as athletically being able to run to the ball. Not sure Texas San Antonio's played anybody with this much speed yet this year either. Nice play by Calhoun, but one off the ball, and a double team by the Roadrunners, and now they'll turn it and bring it the other way. Lauren Hodgson out of Rosenberg, Texas, out of Lamar High School in Houston, and a transfer from the University of Houston. Play it back to Mason. Trying to kick it on the ground is Beffer. He was sitting down on the play and was able to actually kind of break it up without being called for a foul. The runners trying to turn it in their own offensive zone here and send it ahead, but we get a hooking foul here. This will be called on the defender, Lochte. And the Cowgirls will get a free kick. They're getting ready to sub Allie Rivers into the match. Sophomore. He stands here with the sideline official Keith Beal to get into the match when they get an opportunity. Cowgirls looking to play it forward. Morgan over on the far side trying to run down the loose ball. Kicking it there is Mahi, and it ends up going off of Oklahoma State. Cowgirls looking to try to win it back. Boy, a chance for a breakaway there by Bremer, but ball just too strong. Now trying to kick it away. Texas San Antonio ends up getting in some problems here, but it's kicked back to the keeper. So another chance goes awry. That ball almost straight up in the air again, but down the ground. McDougal able to knock it down. And it's played to the far sideline where it will go out of bounds, and this will be off of Texas San Antonio. Now the substitution, Allie Rivers, a forward out of Trophy Club, Texas, getting in here for the first time today. Rivers, a sophomore, getting some time today here on the ground in his first half. Cowgirls had a 2-0 lead here as we approach halftime. Inside the final 5 minutes. Neely Rivers trying to do something along the back line. It's off of her, and it'll be a goal kick coming up here. A corner, I guess it is. It's off of San Antonio. We'll see if Ganser is able to get called for the corner here, as she will kick it for Oklahoma State. She's a left-footed kicker, and so this ball will bend with the wind back toward the goal from the left side, looking at it from the side where the fans are. Looking at it perspective-wise from where we're seeing it, it goes to our left. Referee Randy Cook setting the ball for play, blows the whistle, and here we go. Low-line drive kick, headed out by San Antonio. McDougal knocks it down. Another chance there, blocked. It was Calhoun. He's able to save the rebound. Now a big kick out top's going to clear everybody and go wide by Ganser from the far side. So goal kick coming up here for UTSA. Cowgirls will be back home in 2 weeks as they take on Big 12 opponents next. Baylor and Iowa State here 2 weekends from now. Next week they're at Memphis and at Arkansas Pine Bluff. The next radio will be a week from Friday. The Colin Carmichael Coaches Show coming up on Tuesday from the Ranchers Club, 7 to 7:30 right here on 105.5 and on OKState.com. Deep ball along the near sideline and a throw-in near the table here at midfield for the Cowgirls. Woodhall in a 2-on-2 trying to get it out of trouble. It's taken there by Lochte. Now played backwards by UTSA, but they'll send it forward against the wind. They're there by Van Fossen to knock it down, taken by Ganser. They'll send it ahead, but played by Mason and back the other way. Over here on this near side, trying to set it up for Lacey. I see a big cross at midfield, offensive end. Morgan trying to run it down. She takes the defender off her feet, or the offensive player rather, being the defender, and a foul here as Hernandez is taken off her feet. She springs right back up and a free kick coming. And Randy Cook, our official, our referee, will set everybody for play here. Cowgirls with a 3-man wall. We'll mark the ball with that foam you noticed in some of the international and some of the other matches that we've seen, Olympic and otherwise, here recently. Spray that on the field as a mark point here for the defense. And now we'll see the kick. Low line drive right into the wall. Didn't get anything on that one. And it rebounds and ricochets back out for Alanis. Left-footed kick to the far sideline. Cowgirls look for the clearance on the back end and send it back to midfield. They have a player slide down, but she pops right back up. And now to the midfield area. The Cowgirls have numbers and are on the run the other way. Look at the centering pass there for Woodall, but it was knocked away. Now coming straight down the ground, Van Fossen to try to break it up. Does for a moment. But right there is Lockett again to break it up for Texas San Antonio. They'll just play it back to the keeper, and they'll start over from there, and everybody will pull forward except a couple of Cowgirl players, one of them being the goalkeeper. As, again, that is Cole at the other end for Texas San Antonio looking to play it ahead. Far side and up the sideline. Van Fossen just clears the chance there, and that ball clears the far sideline stands and all the way over to the University Commons facility. So somebody will go run that ball down, and play will continue with this throw in. Texas San Antonio trying to do something here in the final few seconds of the first half. On over on the far sideline, the ball booted away again, and it'll be this time off of the Roadrunners, it'll be a throw in here for the Cowgirls. They lead 2-0. Zoller and Beffer with goals here in the first half. Throw in along the far sideline. And it'll be taken there by nobody for the moment. Now it's kind of a loose ball, and they'll turn it and send it back the other way. Cowgirls intercept, bring it down. Going across the center circle with 1 minute left in the half. Here's Woodall on a chance. Gets a step on a defender, now 2 steps. Comes in, the keeper's open, and the ball off of her as it was touched by Woodall, and then the defender went back to save it for Texas San Antonio in the 18 square. They clear it all the way back to midfield. Bree Woodall looked like she had a breakaway going, but keeper did everything she could, Cole, to break that up with a defender help back there to get it out of the square. Down to the near side, 30 seconds left in the half. Woodall running it down again here along the back line, a sliding tackle for a corner. This goes off Machin, and so a chance here with 20 seconds left for the corner. Cowgirls are going to have to hurry. This will be Woodall. They don't have time for anybody else to take it. And so Woodall will take the corner to the right of the keeper into the 18 square, 10 yards out, maybe 8. Down to 7 seconds left. Cowgirls get a shot. It's blocked. And that was Bremer over on the far side. And there's a Texas San Antonio player down here at the end of the first half, but the horn sounds to end the first half. Now some concern about a player that was taken off her feet. She is now sitting up and apparently going to be all right. So it's a 2-0 lead here at the half as the Cowgirls lead Texas San Antonio here in Stillwater. We'll take our regular end of the first half break and come back after a timeout. This is Cowgirls soccer from Learfield.
Celebrating 30 years in Stillwater in a big way, Wilson Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is choosing a nonprofit each month of 2016 to receive $30 per retail sale. Payne County Youth Shelter was our January recipient and received a check for over $3,700. Help us celebrate 30 years all year long as we give back to local agencies. Hashtag Wilson Cares. www.wilsongm.com.
We got the deals that put you behind the wheels. Wilson Chevrolet, Stillwater.
At Shelter Insurance, we know landlords have to keep up with their renters, even if they're related.
Mom, Dad, we just dropped by to pick up your
rent check.
I'm running a little short this month.
Not everything works as smoothly as Shelter's renter's policy. It helps cover stuff in case of fire, theft, and more.
What if I just moved back into my old room?
Oh, you mean Dad's new man cave?
Oh, man.
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Insurance Agent Wendell Stevens about a free insurance review at 1313 North Perkins Road.
At Stillwater Medical Center, we're asking for more.
From our nurses
and our staff, we're devoting ourselves to providing unhurried and compassionate care.
Our mission is simple, to perfect the patient experience.
It's everything you expect from a major medical center,
with all the things that you love about a hometown hospital. Learn more about our mission at stillwatermedical.com.
Perkins, Oklahoma will be host to the Iowa Invitational Indian Relay Race and the AMA IRA Region 8 Rodeo Finals, September 23rd through September 25th at the Iowa Tribe of Oklahoma Events Grounds. Witness death-defying warriors as they race at breakneck speeds and leap from one galloping horse to another. Plus, cheer on local rodeo favorites in exciting events during the AMA IRA Region 8 Finals. Visit CimarronCasino.com for complete details. Sponsored by the Iowa Tribe of Oklahoma, Cimarron Casino and Preferred.
All right, we welcome you back to Cowgirl Soccer as Oklahoma State and UTSA. Cowgirls with a 2-0 lead here at halftime. And let's tell you about the numbers from the first half. The Cowgirls had both the goals, one by Marlo Zoller, her first of the year. J.C. Jones on the assist off the cross through the box at 2:52 of the first half. And then Anna Beffer, her first goal of the year, was unassisted, a rebound off her own shot that hit the crossbar. And from about 17 yards out, she sends almost a similar shot underneath the crossbar at 31-37 to beat the keeper, Michelle Cole. And that made it a lead of 2-0, and that's the score we have here at the intermission. As the Texas San Antonio outshot 9-0 in the first half. They did not have a shot on goal in the first half. Two things here. Number one, the Cowgirls, if they were keeping time of possession, would own it and then some in this match. The other thing is that really, except for a couple of dribblers that got inside the 18 square, not really shots, Texas San Antonio did not have a real good look at goal in the first half. And so that was a big factor also in the number there being where it is. The Cowgirls had 9 shots, 6 on goal, and 2 goals in the first half. They were called once for offsides. They had 3 corner kicks to UTSA's none. The fouls were 10-6, Texas San Antonio. And the saves were 4 by UTSA to none for the Cowgirls. Obviously no shots on goal, so no saves. And so Michaela Ungaro clean through the first half. Michelle Cole with 4 saves and 2 goals allowed in 45 minutes. And they had the 6 fouls, so not a lot of individual numbers to talk about as far as Texas San Antonio is concerned. For the Cowgirls, Natalie Calhoun had an early shot. Anna Beffer had 2 shots, a shot on goal and a goal. That came at 31-37. J.C. Jones had the assist on the goal by Zoller, and then Zoller had 2 shots, 2 shots on goal and a goal. Courtney DK had a shot in the first half. Then off the bench, Holly Bremer with a shot and a shot on goal, and Bree Woodall with 2 shots and 2 on goal. DK's 1 shot that she had hit the crossbar, and she was unable to get a rebound for a second chance. And Woodall had a chance on a breakaway also, and still had an opportunity for a goal, but the ball trickled past her in an open goal situation and was unable to put it in. So the Cowgirls again, 9 shots, 6 on goal, 2 goals, an assist, and 10 fouls. And for UTSA, they had no shots and none on goal, obviously, and 6 fouls in the first half. There are other games going on around the Big 12. We'll get to those after a timeout. Cowgirls lead here 2-0 against Texas San Antonio. This is Cowgirl Soccer from Learfield.
The following is a message from the Bud Light Party.
Making a contribution to the Bud Light Party is the best decision you're going to make this year. Why? Because for every contribution, we'll give you a Bud Light. This summer, we'll be at bars and venues across the country, taking contributions and giving back with fun and Bud Light. Join the Bud Light Party on the campaign trail this summer. It's a party we can all agree on. This message approved by the Bud Light Party. Raise one to right now. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
Cowboy fans, stop by Chris's University Spirit today to sign up for the Orange and Black Spirit Club for only $40. You'll receive a membership club shirt and a 20% off card good on items for 1 year from purchase. All you have to do is stop in at 244 South Knobloch on Campus Corner in Stillwater before it's too late. Also visit us online at chrisuniversityspirit.com today.
The Ranchers Club, Stillwater's finest restaurant, located in the newly renovated Atherton Hotel, offers impeccable steaks, gracious hospitality, and superb menu offerings. Whether you're enjoying our game day festivities or relaxing with that special someone during the week, the Ranchers Club will provide a memorable experience you will repeat time and again. Patio seating now available, and for students, meal plan and bursar is always accepted. For reservations, carry-out, and directions, call 744-BEEF or download the Ranchers Club app.
The Learfield Directors Cup honors the nation's best overall collegiate athletic program in each division, men's and women's sports. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics, noting the remarkable efforts of student athletes and their institutions. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook. Find us at USA Today online and on Twitter at ldirectorscup.com. Over 2 decades of excellence, the Learfield Directors Cup.
Play resumes here in just a few moments. The Cowgirls with a lead of 2-0 here against Texas San Antonio. Let's give you some numbers from around the Big 12 as far as games that are going on today. And these involve teams in the league. Nobody playing in league play yet, obviously, as that doesn't start for a couple more weeks. Texas playing in Oxford, Ohio today against Miami of Ohio, and that game is already a final. Texas runs their record to 4-3 with a 2-0 win today against Miami of Ohio. Second half, Texas Tech leading in Boone, North Carolina against Appalachian State, trying to run their record to 6-1-1. Tech is a 2-1 leader right now. Oklahoma and Memphis are playing in Tulsa in a neutral site today after OU and Tulsa played on Friday night. OU's trying to run their record to 5-2-1. They are scoreless with Memphis in the half. Memphis will be an opponent next week of the Cowgirls on Friday. Of course, our game here, Texas San Antonio trailing Oklahoma State. Cowgirls lead 2-0 at the half. Up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Iowa State is playing right now against Milwaukee. And that game is in overtime, and they are scoreless. Iowa State is 4-2 on the season. First half of action down in Fort Worth, Oral Roberts and TCU. That game is scoreless. And TCU trying to keep pace with the teams at the top of the league. And that would include West Virginia, who is not in action today. Baylor is 5-2. They are in Auburn, Alabama to take on the Tigers today. And that game starts here in just right now. And then at 7 o'clock tonight up in Kansas City, UMKC hosting Kansas. Kansas is 4-2-1 in the Big 12. And they'll play tonight at 7 o'clock as, again, West Virginia has the day off, and they lead the league. And right now the record of 6-0-1, the only undefeated team left in the Big 12. West Virginia started the week number 4 in the soccer coaches poll. Florida State was number 1. Stanford, Virginia, West Virginia, Florida, the top 5. Florida, of course, won here on Sunday last week. Duke, BYU, North Carolina, and UCLA, and then Minnesota. Texas A&M was number 11. And Texas Tech was number 22. Tech 5-1-1 after a win Friday night and leading in the second half of their match today with Appalachian State and trying to keep pace with the club from West Virginia. Soccer America had Stanford number 1. Top Floor Soccer had them number 1 as well. Hero Sports had Florida as the number 1 team to start the week. They're really the only poll that counts, although these others kind of important for prestige or whatever. But that Coaches Association poll, the NSCAA poll, that's the one everybody watches. In the Central Regional rankings by that same group, West Virginia started the week number 1. The Cowgirls are not in the top 10 for the first time all season. Texas Tech, Baylor, North Texas. Keep in mind, this is a central region that goes all the way to Florida. So Oklahoma 5th, TCU, Iowa State, Kansas, UTEP, and Rice. And so those are the top teams in the central region, which extends from our neck of the woods, Kansas, Oklahoma, down through Texas and back over through the Gulf states over into Florida. And right now, West Virginia, the top team in that group. The Cowgirls have road trips next week to Memphis and Pine Bluff before back home to open conference play with Baylor and Iowa State 2 weekends from now. Teams are back out on the ground. We'll get ready for the second half. After a timeout, the Cowgirls with goals in the first half. Marlo Zoller and Anna Beffer, their first each of the year, lead here 2-0 against Texas San Antonio. We'll come back. This is Cowgirl Soccer from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. All sports are built on tradition. But at Bill Knight Ford, we know that here in Oklahoma, it's more than just a tradition. It's a way of life, forged from loyalty and dedication. It's unwavering pride that survives the losses and is ignited by the wins. Bill Knight Ford is proud to support the OSU Cowboys and Cowgirls, Stillwater High School Pioneers, and the Perkins Tryon Demons. We wish them the best of luck this season.
Working hard is in the past. Carrier creates innovative infinity heating and cooling systems with variable speed technology. These ultra-quiet systems deliver comfort with less effort for more even levels of temperature and lower utility costs. Infinity variable speed technology understands your home, providing the best in Carrier comfort for you. Step up to a better system. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Carrier and B&L Heating and Air Conditioning. Turn to the experts at bndlheatingcool.com.
Are you tired of calling your pharmacy to see if your prescriptions are ready? At Charlie's Discount Drug, our customers can receive a text message, an email, or even a phone call from one of our staff informing them when their prescriptions are ready. Call Charlie's Discount Drug at 624-3535 for more information or sign up today at 723 South Walnut in Stillwater.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Hey kids, have you gotten your parents to sign you up for the McDonald's Pistol P Partners Kids Club? Pistol P Partners is the official OSU athletic kids club designed to get kids excited about OSU and become fans at a young age so they can be fans for life. For just $25, members get in free to OSU soccer, men's basketball where some exclusions may apply, women's basketball, tennis, wrestling, baseball, softball, and can have exclusive parties with the athletes and much more. Visit OKState.com to sign your child up today. Also sponsored by Academy Sports and Mercy Health.
Your home for OSU Cowgirl basketball. KGFY Stillwater. Cowboy Country 105.5 FM.
Welcome back to Cowgirl Soccer here in Stillwater this afternoon. Oklahoma State and the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners as we get set for the second half here of action. Cowgirls trying to wrap up this 5-game homestand with a 3-2 mark and right now have a 2-0 lead. They have not allowed a shot on goal by Texas San Antonio in this first half. They have kept Michelle Cole, the goalkeeper for UTSA, very busy. We'll see who they come out with here in the second half as they've been known to change out their keepers here after halftime. It's like 00, who is Anoisi, the freshman out of Port St. Lucie, Florida, is going to come out and start in goal here in the second half, and she will. So their number 2 keeper is going into the box, and we'll tell you about her. 180 minutes, 4 games played. This will be her 5th. She's allowed 4 goals, 12 saves, and a 2.00 goals against average. Her only game that she started was a loss earlier in the season. Cowgirls against the wind, and the white and orange will go from our left to right, and Texas San Antonio in the blue and orange will go the other way from right to left, and they'll have the wind at their back here in the second half. Our referee today is Randy Cook. He will set the ball for play, and we're about ready to go. If you're watching on OKState.com, we appreciate you joining us today as well. And the second half is underway here in Stillwater. Cowgirls will look to try to do what they did early in the first half of this match, and that is attack at the offensive end. Twice already breakups here on the midfield area. Trying to run it down is Calhoun to the sideline. This will be a throw-in coming up for Texas San Antonio. Kaylin Garl stays in goal for the Cowgirls. She defends the goal to our left as the Cowgirls defend, moving left to right on offense. UTSA the other way. Here's a cross. It'll go across the back line, far left to the keeper, and a goal kick coming up here for Oklahoma State. Cowgirls wins this year have been against Mercer, Oral Roberts, and Abilene Christian. Lost in overtime to Central Florida here. UCF beat them 3-2 on Friday a week ago. And a double overtime tie against Georgia, midfield area, and we get a whistle and foul here it looks like. And they're going to kick it again. I think that's what they're going to do. And then, of course, the losses to OU 1-0 down in Norman. We see them again here on October 14th, and to Florida a week ago today. Garl will get to kick it again here, as I don't think they were ready for play at the other end. As Randy Cook blew the whistle. The boot off the 6-yard line, comes to the halfway line with a header by the Roadrunners to send it back into their offensive zone to our left. First minute of the second half here, and the 2-0 lead for the Cowgirls. A goal in the first part and second part of the half by the Cowgirls. Roadrunners trying to just work it at midfield there, and Cowgirls have numbers decay will turn it, and here they go ahead the other way. And just a quick sideline kick out of bounds there to the sideline by Olivia Nichols, who gets to start here in the second half for Texas San Antonio. We'll throw in coming up here for the Cowgirls. Our offense is to our right here in the second half as we view it. Kick across the top of the 18. There's a header by Zoller, but it really doesn't go anywhere. Stays parallel to the line. That allows him to clear it back to midfield, where it's taken by Morgan, who starts the second half. Charmaine Morgan for the Cowgirls. Morgan played 15 minutes of the first half. Throw in here for the Roadrunners, again going from right to left here in this second half of play. It's underway here in second half of action. Cowgirls with a 2-0 lead here in Stillwater. Zoller and Beffer with the goals in the first half. Final game of this 5-game homestand. Very rare that a team gets that many games at home at any point in the season. Here's a ball down to the keeper as the Cowgirls just send it forward, and it'll be picked up there by Anoisi, the new keeper. Freshman again out of Port St. Lucie, Florida. Cowgirls knock down her deep ball the other way. It's taken there by Jean Charles. Played over on the far wing and looking to get it out of trouble, but trying to dig it out. Foul here called on the Roadrunners. So between the center circle and the far sideline, the Cowgirls have a free kick at midfield. Wind again at their face here in the second half. About a 15 to 20 mile an hour wind out of the south. A beautiful sunny 80-degree day here in Stillwater. Ball played forward, and a chance there for the defender, Brittany Van Snydo, who's now playing up front. Trying to knock it away, but unable to clear it. Now a player down here, and we get a foul here, and this will be called on Oklahoma State, I believe. Free kick here for Texas San Antonio outside the 18 square to our right. And a little short kick by Alexis Alanis to the far wing, and they'll bring it forward. Cowgirls will intercept. That's that speed I was talking about earlier. Out inside the square, chance here for Zoller off the kick from DK. Trying to get it back to Courtney, but it was behind her as she came in the square. Roadrunner sent it back to midfield, but again, the Cowgirls playing everybody up at the keeper to the halfway line or beyond. So unable to penetrate, and they just send the ball to the sideline again for another throw-in, does Texas San Antonio. Ball played ahead. This is Bremer, and another whistle, and she was double-teamed there, but in a situation here for a foul, and this will bring Greg Sheen off the bench, the head coach of the Roadrunners. He hasn't said much in this match, but he had something to say to the official there, and Zoller on this near point is going to have a kick with the angle to the left toward the keeper. So Hannah Weiss will be tested very quickly here. If it is in fact Zoller going to take the kick, doesn't matter. It's going to be Beffer, and he'll take the ball and probably try to send it straight on into the square. Cowgirls have to watch for offsides here. This will be J.C. Jones who will take this kick. Right-footed strike toward the far post, and a header, and it's going to go over the top of the crossbar. Coming in from that far side might have been Ruskowski. They had a couple players over on that side. And a goal kick for Texas San Antonio. Coming up on the 10-minute mark of the second half. Cowgirls have a 2-0 lead. They just send this ball down the ground, and O'Garo able to pick it up very quickly. With the kick, she'll send it forward. Calhoun to the near wing for Jones. Now Morgan blocked out by Texas San Antonio, and one there by Galan. Nicole Galan is out of San Antonio, a hometown girl out of Reagan High School. Far side, that's played ahead by Jean Charles. To the midfield area. Morgan looks like she's trying to, it wasn't Morgan, it was the other player over there trying to turn it. Ruskowski intercepts the ball and just sends it back to Calhoun. That was DK over there a moment ago. Now Calhoun, left-footed boot to the center circle area. Cowgirls have numbers there, and Lenhart will turn it upfield. Now to Jean Charles over on the far wing. A left-footed boot sends it deep into the defensive zone of the Roadrunners. Their keeper comes out wide right and just picks up the two-hopper. And she'll punt it away from the 18 square. Again, Texas San Antonio looking for their first shot of the match. Collision there and a late whistle by the official, and this will result in a foul on the Roadrunners. Van Schneido, who was there on the play, sophomore out of Westlake Village, California. They have players on this roster all over the country, including Alaska, as we said earlier, the first goalkeeper, Cole. Cowgirl free kick, 10 yards past midfield. Halfway line, a header by San Antonio, and then we get a foul here, maybe a handball. In any event, Cowgirls are going to go back and play some defense as this will go to the Roadrunners. Alaniz will take it. Senior out of also San Antonio, out of O'Connor High School. She transferred to UTSA from UTEP. Texas San Antonio. Now a chance here for the Roadrunners. Cowgirls look to intercept top of the 18. They do, and Calhoun kicks away the ball dribbled down the ground. Back to center in the midfield area. There's Morgan on the wing now near side. Takes it. He looks to bring it up the ground. Get some help from Zoller on a give and go, and Charming across the line. Now sets it up on the wing. Coming in from the right side is Jones. Jones trying to set up a defender. Beats her to the back line. Across in front. Cleared away by the defender. This will go across the back line. This will be a corner kick for Oklahoma State. Cowgirls had 3 corners in the first half. And look to set up one here. Waiting for the ball to be set. Jones sets it, kicks it. Taken by Calhoun at the top of the square. Now Morgan sends it back straight ahead. Header by Roskowski off of a rebound, and that's going to come back into the box where the keeper's going to take it there. Everybody had to kind of stand still to make sure they stayed onside, and so not really an opportunity there to score. Well, the boot by Weiss will send it back the other way. And our crowd not real big today, but they are making some noise. Here's Texas San Antonio with an opportunity down the ground along this near side. Hernandez with a cross in the front of the box, broken up by the defender, and then it'll be picked up by the goalkeeper as coming in down the center of the ground there appeared to be a couple of different players. One of them, I think, Vecchi had the best shot at it there, but the defender broke that up. Gara was able to make the play and send it back to midfield. Milan there taking it. Trying to turn it and send it ahead Von Snydo on a big collision, and they'll have a foul here, and we may have a yellow card coming up here as well, and we do, and this is against the Texas San Antonio player for dangerous play. So a yellow card on Brittany Van Snydo out of Westlake Village, California. She's a sophomore defender. Cowgirls will get a free kick after our first caution of the day. The play will resume, and short little kick there for Jones, sending it up the far sideline. Too strong, and this will be a throw in for Texas San Antonio. Hard to believe, but after today, Cowgirls only have Iowa State, Baylor, Oklahoma, TCU, and Little Rock left on the home schedule. There's 5 games left, and they're spread out over the final 6.5 weeks of the season. Calhoun up this near side, and DK trying to win her off the ball, but can't do it as the defender Alaniz, and now the Cowgirls near side, and again the flag goes up over here for an offside. So a free kick here for the Roadrunners. Cowgirls still have road games left at Memphis, at Pine Bluff, at Texas, Texas Tech, Kansas, and West Virginia. Last 5 in conference play. Last 4, I guess, in conference play. Back to the keeper, and now ahead to Calhoun, but numbers down there for the Roadrunners. We'll get a foul here and stoppage of play. This will be on the Cowgirls, and so we get a free kick here for San Antonio on the near sideline. Over here on this near wing, actually, is where they'll set the ball for play. Cowgirls with a 3-man wall. They'll set that up. Last time they had this at the other end of the ground, the kicker sent it right into the wall. Three-man wall there in front. And the chance here for Hernandez out of Pflugerville, Texas. Right-footed strike. Up over the top, into the 6, a header by the Cowgirls. That was Calhoun sending it out of the 6-yard square, and now another kick out of the 18 to the near sideline. And another strike by Calhoun sends it way back up the ground. Well, they've had a couple of opportunities in the 18 square in this half, but still nothing to show for it. It's 2-0 Cowgirls. Zoller now down the near side, has the cross, it's blocked. They got it there by Sarah Mahi and kick the other way back up the ground. There's a header there by Calhoun. Big strong kick to send it back into the Roadrunner zone and along the near sideline. They'll just send it down into the offensive end. The Cowgirls have numbers back, and Ruskowski will just run it down for the Cowgirls. Crispin Saragusa starting the second half here for Oklahoma State as well. The 5'6" freshman out of Rowlett, Texas. He's got a lot of quality minutes in this first half of the season as well. Now down to Zoller. Have it set up on offense in front, but clearance there to the sideline from the top of the 18 by the defender, and a near side throw in for Oklahoma State. San Antonio getting ready to sub in here, a player who played some in the first half, Lauren Hodgson. The whistle here, and balls to the back line, so now we'll have a corner kick coming up here. Mike Jones will take this corner as that ball went across the back line off of the Roadrunners. Casey Jones out of Mustang. Stillwater plays them in football Friday night for our local folks here on the road. Here's a little dribbler. The corner comes to the near side of the box, and there's Gene Charles out front for a kick by Morgan. It's going to go wide left, and so a goal kick coming up here for the Roadrunners, and they substitute in here as Kara Skara checks back in, and Lauren Hodgson back in, the senior out of Rosenberg, Texas. She's the transfer we told you about from Houston back in the first half. Skara is out of Oslo, Norway. So they have all their leading scorers now in the match. If that changes their dynamic here a little bit, as the Cowgirls have not offered them much here offensively in this first 80 minutes or so. I'm sorry, first 70 minutes or so. Here is DK down the ground, looking to come in the square, and broken up. Sliding tackle there made by Alanis to break up what could have been a shot to the sideline. Sideline throw in for the Cowgirls. Nope, now they're going to say it's off of Oklahoma State, and Texas San Antonio will have the throw in. Well, asking about the call here, and again, the official Randy Cook making the play of over across the way, about 200 feet away from us. Calhoun, a header, and now a kick by Texas San Antonio. Another header sends it down toward the 18 square, and it's broken up there by Natalie Calhoun out of bounds to the sideline. They had Hernandez coming in to the left of Ongaro, but she never had a step on the ball. Now the quick throw in. Again, the Roadrunners just trying to get something going here. Ball out of bounds again off the Cowgirls across the way. Oklahoma State leading at 2-0 here as we are approaching the halfway point of the second half. Here in Stillwater on a beautiful day weather-wise. Wrong kick toward the square, and Ongaro makes the play on the ball in the 6. Coming from the far side, he just leaps up and makes the play. More of a cross than a shot there. He whips it out near side to Morgan. Now to Zoller down the ground as she sends it forward, but numbers by the Roadrunners. And they'll play it back the other way. Alanis to the center area, getting taken off her feet, and a call here and a foul. And this will be on the Cowgirls. Alanis took a tumble, set right back up, and official says, wait a minute, blowing the whistle again here. That wasn't set for play when you kicked it. And so they're trying to get it set, and they will here in a moment. The Cowgirls will sub again here in a moment with Anna Beffer and also with Claire Ganser checking back in. Deep ball from just to the left of the halfway line. Cowgirls clear it out. And beyond the 18, way out for Lenhart. Over to the side, Saragusa will play it forward. Left-footed boot up the line, and they'll be brought ahead on the offensive end. And ahead there for Jones, but it's knocked away again to the sideline. And this time, UTSA is able to clear it off of Courtney DK, but it was already out of bounds, so now the throw-in will be for Oklahoma State. And back in is Beffer and Ganser, two starters for the Cowgirls, as Morgan goes out and J.C. Jones goes out. This will change the dynamic here a little bit of the Cowgirls. Ganser will play more of a midfield look over across the way. So Van Fossen also has the jersey off too, and let's see if they're going to allow her to come in. And we have an injured Cowgirl. Apparently, player taking a tumble out there is on one knee out beyond the halfway line. They want to make sure she's all right. Now Van Fossen's going to be allowed to check into the game. And they check on the player, Tori Ruskowski, who might have gotten her bell rung there just a moment. At the end of that last play, that was away from the ball, so we weren't really looking at that as to where the ball was. Ruskowski is going to walk off under her own power with a little assistance from the trainer there, but making sure everybody's okay. That gave a chance for the Cowgirls, excuse me, defensively to try to regroup a little bit here. Not that they've had to do a lot of that today, but just to make sure everybody with the new players in the match are set up on the same page. They'll have the throw in. DK got it and then got it back off a play by San Antonio to the near, or far sideline rather. And they'll work it on the cross to the near side to Jean Charles. Here's Christina from New City, New York. Senior plays it up the ground to Zoller. Out to the center area, there's Beffer trying to play it out, and she just sends it back, or the San Antonio does, sends it back to the keeper all the way down at the other end of the ground. Numbers there for the Cowgirls, and they'll look to turn it. Here's Jean Charles in a crowd. Be careful here. He'll just kick it to the sideline. This will be a throw-in coming up for the Roadrunners along this near sideline. They'll check out right outside our booth here, Tori Ruskowski. Junior out of Seabrook, Texas. Make sure she's okay. Another throw-in now for San Antonio as that one was kicked out of bounds. They'll play it at midfield. Allen is across the line. A header there by Van Fossen to the sideline. And Bree Woodhall is looking to check back in here for the Cowgirls. Knocks that ball down, and so another throw-in for Texas San Antonio and stop the clock again here. Our official, Randy Cook, stopping the ball, or stopping the clock rather, setting the ball for play. Now Van Fossen over here on the sideline and to make sure she's okay. Had that header a moment ago, but our girls will play a man down at the moment here, making sure she's all right. And play will resume here. She'll have a chance to come back on, I think, here if they make sure she's okay. Still have not resumed play here as we await making sure that player is all right. She has to report to the table. And then she can step back on the ground here. Rachel Van Fossen, a sophomore out of Broken Arrow, went to high school at Union and transferred here from Arkansas. Colin Carmichael making sure on the substitution. Now Woodall will check in. She'll check in for Van Fossen for the moment. Rachel's still on the sideline here, but at the table, so she could come back in a moment also. As play resumes after all that, we'll have another throw in along this near sideline after the original one was knocked out of bounds. You know the numbers here as we're past the halfway point of the second half. Cowgirls with a 2-0 lead here. They have dominated this match similarly to what they did the other night. There's a big tumble, and in play on, says the official, as two players collide. San Antonio ends up winning the ball. UTSA down the ground, trying to get something going on offense here, trailing 2-0. The team that has scored some goals this year, but nothing today. Here's a kick trying to clear it out. It goes off the back of a player all the way down to the 6, and the Cowgirls just clear it out of bounds defensively. And Hernandez will throw it in. They look for the centering pass. It's blocked away, back to the back line, and again the ball's kicked deep out of bounds to the sideline by Calhoun. A quick throw in here for Texas San Antonio. Really their best offensive look of the match right here. But nothing in the center area there as Galan was played off the ball by Zoller, and it's sent back the other way to midfield. And Now Beffer from DK down the ground looking for Woodall along the near sideline, but that's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for the Roadrunners. A win today puts the Cowgirls back above 500 at 4-3-1. And 2 big matches next week, especially on Friday at Memphis, where Oklahoma is playing today. Here's a deep ball chance for DK. Keeper comes out of the square, doesn't cover it. Across in front, a shot. Defender blocks it, and the rebound is kicked over the top of the crossbar. And Van Fossen will check back in now after a goal kick coming up here for Texas San Antonio. 2 opportunities there. DK set it up, had to cross as the keeper came out. Never even, I don't think, touched the ball. Cowgirls had an open net situation. The shot was blocked by the defender. Woodall now checks back out. And then the second chance, a rebound out in front, was also over the crossbar. After all that, the ball ends up on the near sideline on the goal kick off a couple of touches, and it belongs to Texas San Antonio. Calhoun will try to head it back to the center line area, but it's intercepted and run down by Galan, who will send it deep the other way, or try to anyway. The Cowgirls clear it out. Another header at the other end. Here's a chance for Texas San Antonio coming down. Jean Charles has the foot on it ahead of the play, and so he knocks it to the sideline again out of bounds. Woodall, who had come in for Van Fossen, went back out. Obviously will come back in here in a minute. Sideline throw in. Again, a kick to the near side. Now to the far side. Played away here by Ganser. And up the sideline, and the Cowgirls turn it and bring it back the other way. OSU with a 2-0 lead here. We're in the second half of the second half here in Stillwater. Field area. Roadrunners able to run it down. And then play it a little bit forward. DK getting tangled up, though, and a foul on her as he ran into Katie Ann Lochte. Cowgirls looking to bring Hahn and also Tressfield back in the match as well here in a moment. Right now, it's a free kick for Texas San Antonio. They send the ball deep toward the 6, headed up straight up in the air to the top of the 18 by the Cowgirls. They look to clear it, can't. There's a boot that's going to go wide from way out high. That appeared to be off of Hernandez. Now the subs will come in. Lorraine Tressfield, Elise Hahn, and Bree Woodall all back in for the Cowgirls. Let's see who goes out. Jean Charles will go out. Zaragoza goes out, and Bremer will go out. Well, the goal kick here, and it will come to the back end of midfield, and again, getting tangled up with a foul here. Anna Beffer pleading her case with the official, but not getting much of an argument or anything else from Randy Cook. So they'll set the free kick ball for play here, and play will resume. Almost straight on from at least 40 yards out, maybe 35. Hernandez will kick it here for Texas San Antonio. They trail 2-0 here. And the boot, a low line drive, and punched over the top of the crossbar by Ungaro. That would have been in had she not made the play, and that was in traffic. Corner kick coming up here for UTSA. They'll set it up over on the far side. This will be Channing Machen, who will have the corner out of Grand Prairie, Texas, out of Grace Prep Academy. Right-footed kick left to the keeper. Strong toward the 6, in the air. Ungaro might have got a hand on it and punches it out of there and up the near sideline. Again, the Roadrunners looking to do something offensively. Their first 2 shots of the match coming a moment ago. Staying in the forward end here, Hodgson to the far sideline. Cowgirls have numbers, send it back up the ground to the midfield line. Zola right there. They're going to have to be careful to get it away from her, and they do, and turn it back. San Antonio going in the dark uniforms to our left here in the second half. All of a sudden with some offensive effort here, a foul by the Cowgirls, and we'll have a midfield free kick. Cowgirls trying to pitch back-to-back shutouts here today. Right now have a 2-0 lead. They have not scored since the 31-minute mark of the first half. Big kick toward the top of the 18. A header by the Cowgirls trying to save it along the back line. They do and just kick it out of bounds. This will be about a 3-yard throw in here from the back line on the far sideline for the Roadrunners. Cowgirls had numbers back there and were able to clear it out of trouble. Shots are officially 12-2 now on the match. Another opportunity here. This time it'll be across the back line, and so it'll be a goal kick, or pardon me, it was a corner kick taken there by Machen again. Now a chance in front, knocked down by Ungaro. A second chance. That ball off the foot of Lacte was blocked by a defender. Another chance in the square, and another chance now out front. A left-footed kick by Mahi, and it goes over the crossbar. So all of a sudden here, Texas San Antonio has taken the game to the Cowgirls, but they don't have a goal to score for it. 2 shots, 1 on goal, and another one just now. You can add to that total. The Cowgirls 12-7 on goal. As we are sitting at the 70-minute mark here of this match. 20 minutes to go here in Stillwater. Ball sent down the ground. Cowgirls don't have numbers, so they'll just send it back to the keeper. Will the Roadrunners, and they'll play it from there with their offense going from right to left. Allen is up the ground, and DK tries to break it up. That ball rolls back to the keeper. They'll just boot it away in front of Courtney, who nearly blocked it. Ball sent the other way by Oklahoma State. That was Ganser, I believe, who sends it back down the ground again. And here again is a play here for the keeper. They'll just have a free kick at that point. And we starting the second half here and playing this entire half for UTSA. As again, they have 3 goalkeepers. Weiss and Cole, who started the first half, have the majority of the minutes. And here come the Roadrunners again into the forward end, but numbers has everybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 back for the Cowgirls. Now they'll try to turn it and play it the other way. As Beffer up the ground, and DK trying to win it in traffic, but the flag going up again for another offsides call. It's twice now the sideline official over here has blown that whistle, or the whistle blown by the official. He's raised the flag here in this part of the second half. Cowgirls getting ready to sub another player back in again. Ball kicked down the ground where it's off of the Cowgirls for a moment. Now they're able to control it, send it ahead. That's Gene Charles in traffic, who's back in trying to play it out of trouble there. And one back by nobody at the moment. Beffer trying to dig it out of a crowd here along the near side. Rachel Van Fossen with some help. Tried to kick it away, fell down. That allowed the San Antonio player to play it ahead. And a whistle here and a player down for UTSA. It looks like Lacey trying to get to her feet, and she's all right. So right here along this near sideline in front of the Cowgirl bench, there'll be a free kick for the Roadrunners. Mendez takes the kick. Strong toward the 6, and Ungaro just leaps up in the crowd and makes the play. That ball came in toward the far side of the goal box, and Ungaro just able to leap up and grab it. She'll punt it away here against the wind. As we're approaching the final 15 minutes here of this match. Cowgirls send it ahead, and here is DK. And ahead of this defender, and a shot goes wide of this post. Courtney trying for her 6th goal of the year. She has 5, matching her total of a year ago. J.C. Jones checks back in, and Zoller will check out for the Cowgirls. Zoller picked up her 1st goal of the year earlier today. Low boot. Cowgirls have numbers back down the ground on offense, but Roadrunners able to turn it. Here they come the other way right in front of us. Allen is down the ground looking for the cross. And the ball just back to the keeper, and Ungaro will kick it high and against the wind. halfway to the halfway line, going the other way. And now Lenhart will try to run it down, get some help in the backfield here. Gene Charles will just send it back to the keeper. Now Ungaro, a low line drive kick to the center circle. Headed there by Lochte, but Cowgirls have numbers. They're able to win it. They're going left to right, and they'll send it the other way. And a nice clearance pass to Courtney DK a moment ago, and now another one, but Woodall's offside. That was a nice touch there by Lenhart to try to center the ball, but well, if that line had formed up exactly right, they would have been onside directly, but an extra step, and Woodall was offside. Now the free kick here for San Antonio. Cowgirls will be at Memphis Friday. No radio, but it'll be online, and they'll have the game at Pine Bluff on Sunday. Again, no radio on that game either. Back to Big 12 action on our next radio broadcast next week, or 2 weekends from now, against Baylor and Iowa State. Win here by the Cowgirls as they try to play it ahead and up this near sideline, and all kinds of traffic here, about 6 players, and it goes off Oklahoma State. Allen is on the quick throw in as the Roadrunners are running out of time here and down to the final 15. And a foul here. And the Cowgirls will have a free kick. One of our coaches up to talk with us on the post game, and we'll set the scene for what's ahead for the Cowgirls and all the numbers from this game today. Van Vossen off the sideline play will throw it, or actually kick it rather, across the far side to Woodall. Over there with her is Ganser. She'll play it down the ground, looks for DK. Courtney's been in the entire match, I think, here today. We'll give and go chance out front. Keeper out of the box again, and an open goal for the Cowgirls. Keeper and the defender and Courtney DK all kind of run together, and it was the other player who got the touch off the little side pass at the 7-yard line who made the play and got the goal. Nice effort there coming in from the right side. Now Elise Hahn will check out. Calhoun back in for the Cowgirls. Oklahoma State with the lead, now at 3-0. Hahn coming out, Calhoun back in. And the Cowgirls with the lead at 3-0. That makes it a little more comfortable here in the final 12.5. They'll send it the other way, and up the ground will be taken. Well, the Cowgirls intercept. They just have more speed and a little more athleticism. Texas San Antonio, though, with a good club. They'll compete in their league they're in, no question about that. Now a chance here in front for them. It's finally broken up as Lacey came in out of nowhere, and Cowgirls kind of caught standing around a little bit here, and they finally are able to get the ball and clear it back to midfield. And Lacey almost had a chance for her 4th of the year right there, but he got bottled up in traffic at the top of the 18. Now a throw in here for the Roadrunners. It's knocked away out of bounds again off the Cowgirls right in front of the OSU bench here. Taken in to Scare, since he's their leading scorer with 5 goals on the year. She had 2 the other night in the game against Northwestern State. There's a play ahead. The Cowgirls, and DK runs it down. Beats one defender, now tries to beat the other. At the top of the 18, now slows it up, looks for some help. Has a player on the far wing. This is Woodall. See if she can get around her defender. Chance for a cross in front, and the ball's to the back line for a corner kick. Woodall couldn't get around Hernandez, who just kicked it out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick here for the Cowgirls for Anna Bedford. We'll kick it to the southeast corner of the ground here. Kicked it toward the goal, to the right of the goalkeeper here, Weiss. They'll bend this ball away from the goal square unless it's really tight. Low line drive to the 6, header, and it's wide of the far post. It looked to be off of, there were a couple players down there. I thought it was Ganser at first, but in any event, goal kick. Now the Cowgirls knock it down, take it away. Here's Woodall, and a shot again. It's going to go off of a defender, and this will be a corner kick again for Oklahoma State. Well, just as quickly as Texas San Antonio was trying to do something offensively at the other end, for a couple of 3 minutes there, all of a sudden the Cowgirls have turned it back the other way. Ganser will take this corner to the left this time of the goalkeeper. Left-footed boot coming up here. Corner kicks, and coaches will tell you that's a sign that you're being aggressive on offense if you're getting those. Blocked away on the side of the 6. That ball will go to the back line again, and it's off of the defender, so it'll be another corner here coming up. And Ganser will take this one again to the left of the goalkeeper for Texas San Antonio. Higher kick this time. It comes right to the 6 square, and the keeper able to make the play. Both these goalkeepers, Cole and Weiss, are both 5'11". Good jumping ability, and arms are long, so you're able to get your hands way up in the air. That helps. Now a foul as the ball is cleared back to midfield. San Antonio with the foul, and so the Cowgirls try it again here as they pursue the offensive chance here. A header in the 18 by them to break it up. DK is going to get that ball back outside the 18. A collision and taken off her feet, a foul on the defender, and that was DK in that case, trying to break up the clearance by Texas San Antonio. They quickly set the ball for play and go up the far sideline, trying to get the goose egg off the board here. And now a foul still at midfield. This will be on the Cowgirl. Andy Cook, our official, has been kept busy today in more ways than one. Roadrunners with a free kick direct across from us on the far sideline. Match winding down here in Stillwater. Wrong boot taken there by Hernandez, and a line drive right to the keeper at about the 7-yard line. Last 20 minutes or so, Ungaro has been kept busier than she had been the entire match. Marlo Zoller getting ready to check back in for the Cowgirls. Here on this near sideline, just outside our box, Tori Ruskowski, who went down earlier. She might have got her bell rung. They're holding her out of the rest of this match as a precaution. Make sure about concussion protocol. Here's Woodall left side, cross outside the 18. Chance here for Beffer. If she can work around him, and she does, and a line drive left-footed kick from the point right to the keeper. That was a strong boot and a good reaction by Weiss to save it. The Roadrunners on the attack the other way. And they play with the wind at their back, so that helps them get the ball down quicker than it would against the wind, obviously. And able to do anything with it there, and the Cowgirls bring it back the other way. Again, here's Beffer down the center of the ground. Deep ball to her, broken up by the UTSA defender, Sarah Bahi. She brings it by herself up the near sideline, sends it down the ground. Cowgirls have 2 defenders back on a 2-on-1 situation. And the ball to the back line as Lacey couldn't save it. It'll be a goal kick for Oklahoma State. And Courtney DK will come out of this match. And Zoller checks in for her. And she gets a real good hand. Cowgirls getting ready to sub out several players here, it looks like, on the next substitution, including their goalkeeper. We're going to see Ashton Herholzer check in a little bit here. And time winding down in this match here. Also getting ready to check in Abby Bright and Lana Duke. Duke out of Edmond Memorial. Abby Bright out of Edmond North. And Herholzer out of Heath, Texas, out of Rockwall Heath High School. Another Dallas-Fort Worth product. Ball deep down by the Texas San Antonio offensive area, but it's run out over on the back line. They'll touch it and go out of bounds. This will be a goal kick for the Cowgirls, and now all the substitutions I just mentioned check into the match as several of the starters check out. And the substitution here is Herholzer checks in for the first time. We have not seen her play in a while for the Cowgirls. In fact, it's her first appearance of the season. We will see her here in the final 8 minutes of this match. So Ungaro's day is done, and a boarding foul here on Texas San Antonio on Galan, and a free kick at midfield here for the Cowgirls. So a 3-0 Cowgirl lead here with waning moments approaching here in this second half. They play it forward. Roadrunners break it up, send it all the way back down into the Cowgirl defensive zone. Morgan will just run it down. Nobody close to her. She'll play it to Calhoun. Center area. She'll play it to the near side wing. And here's Beffer. Boy, worked around a good play there by the defender to try to block her out. She just sent it between her legs and sent it ahead. This ball down to the keeper. A dribbler from the top of the 18. That's going to go in. The shot by J.C. Jones. And it's a 4-0 game. Keeper wasn't sure what to do there, and you just saw Jones blast one out. So Beffer gets the assist. Jones gets the goal. And for Oklahoma State, we see Allie Rivers, who played some in the first half, check back in, and also Morgan McDougal check back in. Again, the Cowgirls without Nikki McKnight today because of the red card on Friday. And now kickoff for Texas San Antonio. So a 4-0 lead here for Oklahoma State, and definitely a rebound weekend here for them. They'll end up the homestand with a 4-3-1 record. Final remaining minutes here of the match. The Jordan Lacey, who had come out earlier, back in. Cowgirls getting ready to sub Hahn and Saragusa back in when they get a opportunity here. Ball kicked back toward the top of the 18 by the Roadrunners, but there is Calhoun to take it. She'll send it forward, and about 5.5 to go here as foul here is McDougal getting tangled up. So it'll be a free kick here for Texas San Antonio just outside the center circle to the left of the halfway line. Hernandez has shown a big leg. Let's see what she does here. A low line drive kick headed in the square by the Cowgirls out. And they'll turn it, try to send it up the ground the other way. Big collision. Play on, says the official. Now a late whistle, and we get a foul on the Roadrunners. Saragusa and Hahn away to check back in. Cowgirls get it quickly up the ground. Zoller taken off her feet. There's another foul. Staying on the far sideline, and an offensive end this time to the right of the halfway line, and a free kick coming for Oklahoma State. So 2 goals in each half today, and a comfortable 4-0 lead here in the final 5 minutes. Ball sent way forward on the play. Knocked away by Van Sydow. Center mid area, trying to hop it up in the air. They do. The Cowgirls have numbers back. That's Abby Bright, we mentioned earlier, is out of Edmond North. Rivers up the near sideline, trying to send it for McDougal. Has to try to turn it and start over again at midfield on this near sideline. Right over here on the near side, broken up by Jordan Lacey and out of bounds. And now the subs check in for the Cowgirls. Saragusa and Hahn will check in. And going out, Tressfield and Calhoun. So all the starters now are out with, I think, one exception. Marlo Zoller is still in for the Cowgirls. He had come out and now has come back in here in this final 4 minutes. Out of bounds, it'll be a throw-in here for Texas San Antonio. All taken off the ground there by Hodgkin. Back down the ground, kicked away again by the Cowgirls by Ganser. And it'll be turned by OSU. They're going to intercept. Ganser brings it up the far sideline and finds Zoller over on the offensive side. On the other side of the ground. Away from us, left wing, Zoller will bring it in. Looks for the cross top of the 18. Broken up in the air off a header. Cowgirls knock it down. And before they can get a rebound off that, it'll be knocked away again by Texas San Antonio. But then Woodall intercepts, gets it to Zoller, brings it in from the far side and right to the keeper at the post. And falling down to make the play there is Hannah Weiss. Cowgirls about 3 minutes away from winning this one and going to 4-3-1 on the year. Trying to pitch the shutout here and keep that on the board. Ashton Hierholzer again in goal for the Cowgirls now as she's seeing for her first action of the season. We saw action in the Texas A&M exhibition match. Annie Greenlee has seen action a couple of times, I believe, for the Cowgirls in the regular season. 2 games. Ball out of bounds again. It'll be another throw in for the Roadrunners. They had a couple of real good opportunities, but have been held to, I believe, only 3 shots on the match. We'll get the official numbers here coming up at the end. Cowgirls turn it, send it down the ground. Here's Zoller again, bringing it up the far sideline. A little cross touch in front. Woodall taken off her feet, and no foul. The crowd wanted a penalty kick, but ball's kicked out of bounds by the Roadrunners. This will be a throw-in coming up here on the far sideline for Oklahoma State. They're looking for a ball. There it is. And Zoller will throw it in. Woodall, I believe, over on the far side in traffic. Brings it out of a crowd. And a blast that's going to go in. And the keeper may have tipped it in, trying to block it over on the far wing. Wow. At 1:39 left in the match, the Cowgirls get on the board again. That was some shot. So Woodall adds to the scoring here in a 5-0 lead. And for the freshman from Kingwood, Texas, that is her first career goal. She just came in from the left side off that throw-in and took advantage of a good opportunity. And again, I'm not sure that in trying to reach up and knock it over the crossbar, Weiss didn't get a finger on it, and it went through her to the back of the net. Now Zoller on the other end brings it back down. Here's McDougal in front. Sliding try for a shot there is blocked away, and that'll go out of bounds. And a far side throw-in as we approach the 1-minute mark left. Zoller on the far side with 1 minute left. They get a throw in, and San Antonio sends it back down the ground. A touch there by Gare, and to the sideline again. We'll have another throw in. It had been blocked by the Cowgirls, and it was. Final 50 seconds here as Oklahoma State looking to fix the shutout and go to 4-3-1. San Antonio, Texas San Antonio's record would be after today 4-3-0. Coming up on 30 seconds left in the match. Interesting to see what the final numbers look like here as far as domination. Very similar to Friday night. Trying to break this wall, they can't do it. And it's cleared away in the backfield by Van Fossen. Sent ahead again by San Antonio. Our side, a couple of headers by the Cowgirls. They knock it down again to the Roadrunners, and that's going to pretty much do it. And Fossen sends it back across the line. It'll go out of bounds for a throw-in, but that'll be it. The game will end as Oklahoma State will win today by a final score of 5-0 here in Stillwater and pick up their 4th win of the year and end this homestand with 3 wins out of 5 matches and get ready for road trips to Memphis and Pine Bluff next weekend. We'll come back with more as our post-game show continues after a 2-minute timeout. This is Cowgirl Soccer from Learfield.
Teresa with Wilson Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac inviting you to come visit our friendly sales staff. We are the largest auto dealer north of the metro with over 400 vehicles available. This month, you can lease an award-winning 2016 Chevy Cruze for only $139 a month. With 38 miles per gallon and 10 airbags, it's a real winner. Check out details at wilsongm.com. With approved credit, see dealer for mileage limits. Does not include tag, Tyler tax, or first payment.
We got the deals that put you behind the wheels. Wilson Chevrolet, Stillwater.
Are you still driving the car your parents gave you? Or maybe you just had a baby and that 2-door needs to become a minivan. Whatever the reason, you can drive down the road with a 2% APR auto loan from University and Community Federal Credit Union today. Apply online at cuintouch.com or stop by the credit union at 311 East McElroy in Stillwater. Loan is subject to credit approval. A lien filing fee will be required. Must be 18 or older. Assumes auto is newer and less than 1 year old. Annual percentage rate effective as of June 1st, 2016 and subject to change without notice. APR assumes 700 or higher credit score. Loan proceeds cannot be used to refinance an existing University and Community Federal Credit Union loan.
You deserve quality health care.
But at Stillwater Medical Center, we believe you also deserve an unmatched patient experience that's close to home.
That's why our physicians, nurses, and staff are committed to providing compassionate, quality care.
Right here in Stillwater.
We're here to prove that the best patient experience is moments, not miles away.
Learn more about our commitment to excellence at stillwatermedical.com.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. All sports are built on tradition, But at Bill Knight Ford, we know that here in Oklahoma, it's more than just a tradition. It's a way of life, forged from loyalty and dedication. It's unwavering pride that survives the losses and is ignited by the wins. Bill Knight Ford is proud to support the OSU Cowboys and Cowgirls, Stillwater High School Pioneers, and the Perkins Tryon Demons. We wish them the best of luck this season.
Welcome back to Cowgirl Soccer. Our post-game show continues. J.C. Jones with a couple of goals in the second half. And Bree Woodall with her first career goal as well, as the Cowgirls win it in the ball game today by the final score of 5-0. 3 goals in the second half and 2 in the first half for the Cowgirls, who are off and running with Marlo Zoller at 2:52 from J.C. Jones. Across through the box, slotted in past the keeper. That made it a 1-0 game very early in the match. And then Anna Beffer at 31-37. Her goal was unassisted. She took a shot, hit the crossbar, and then it rebounded basically back to her. She took a second chance blast, and it went in under the crossbar this time above the hands of the goalkeeper, Michelle Cole, and that made it a 2-0 game, and that's where we were at intermission. Then Jones at 75-57 from Anna Beffer, who gets an assist, a double pass, and an open net opportunity after the goalkeeper came out of the net, and that made it a 3-0 game. Courtney DeKay also got an assist on that goal as well. J.C. Jones, her third of the season, at 83-42 from Anna Beffer. And one-on-one with the goalkeeper, she delivers to the near post, and that was the fourth goal. And then Bree Woodall, her first unassisted from 20 yards out from the near side wing, and it is a goal at 88-21, and that makes it a 5-0 match, and that was it. Ungaro gets the win. She combines with Hirholzer for the shutout, 4-3-1. The loss to Michelle Cole, she's 2-1. She played the first half, 4 saves, 2 goals allowed. Anna Weiss the second half, 2 saves and 3 goals allowed. And then 1 team save also for the Roadrunners. So the shots, the Cowgirls had 9 and 11 per half for a total of 20. UTSA had 0 and 4, and all of them came in a little short stretch right there together about 2/3 of the way through the second half. Corner kicks, the Cowgirls 3 and 5 for 8 total. UTSA had 2 all in the second half. The fouls, the Cowgirls had 10 in each half for 20 total. UTSA 6 and 9 for 15. As I mentioned, the saves, UTSA 4 in the first half, 3 in the second half, so 7 total. And the Cowgirls had 2 in the match, both of those by Ungaro, who played 82-29. Hirholzer played the final 7-31 in her first appearance of the season in varsity action. Cowgirls played a lot of players today, and as a result, some pretty good individual numbers. 20 shots, 12 on goal. There's that percentage above 500 again, where they are for the season. 5 goals, 4 assists, and 20 fouls today. Individual numbers, Calhoun with a shot, Beffer with 3 shots, 2 on goal, a goal and 2 assists. A good day for her today. J.C. Jones with a shot, 2 on goal, 2 goals and an assist. A good day for her today as well. Marlo Zoller with 2 shots, 2 on goal and a goal. 3 shots for Courtney DeKay and an assist, and she had a shot that hit the crossbar in the first half, or she might have scored her 6th goal of the year. Claire Ganser had a shot also in the first half. Off the bench, Bree Woodall, 6 shots, 4 on goal, and a goal late in the second half. Morgan McDougall with a shot and a shot on goal, and Holly Bremer with a shot and a shot on goal. As the Cowgirls started 11, played about everybody today, as again, Nikki McKnight was not eligible because of the red card on Friday night. For UTSA, 4 shots, 2 on goal, and 15 fouls. Lochte had a shot and a shot on goal. Hernandez, 2 shots and a shot on goal, and Sarah Bahi had a shot in the match. Their 2 leading scorers did not have a shot in the match here this afternoon. There was 1 yellow card, and that was called on UTSA in the 54th minute. Cowgirls were called offsides 6 times in this match today. But again, Oklahoma State very much the aggressor in winning it by the score of 5-0. We'll take another timeout, and Karen Hancock will join us here in the booth as we'll talk with the Cowgirls assistant coach coming up after a break. This is Cowgirl Soccer from Learfield.
The following is a message from the Bud Light Party.
Work. We all know it sucks. But this Labor Day, we salute work. Because without work, there'd be no Labor Day. And there'd be no Bud Light. Because no one would be working to make Bud Light. And without Labor Day, there'd be no reason to stock up on Bud Light. So this Labor Day, get your co-workers together and raise one to not being at work right now. This message approved by the Bud Light Party. Raise one to right now. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
Cowboy fans, stop by Chris's University Spirit today to sign up for the Orange and Black Spirit Club for only $40. You'll receive a membership club shirt and a 20% off card good on items for 1 year from purchase. All you have to do is stop in at 244 South Knobloch on Campus Corner in Stillwater before it's too late. Also visit us online at chrisuniversityspirit.com today.
Cowboy fans, skin cancer continues to be a growing epidemic, but Stillwater Dermatology Clinic is there for you. With locations in Stillwater and Ponca City, board-certified dermatologist Dr. Thomas Hall is available to help you with all your skincare needs. Dr. Hall treats acne, psoriasis, and all skin disorders, and also offers cosmetic and laser services. Call 405-533-DERM or visit stwderm.com today.
The Ranchers Club, Stillwater's finest restaurant, located in the newly renovated Atherton Hotel, offers impeccable steaks, gracious hospitality, and superb menu offerings. Whether you're enjoying our game day festivities or relaxing with that special someone during the week, the Ranchers Club will provide a memorable experience you will repeat time and again. Patio seating now available, and for students, meal plan and bursar is always accepted. For reservations, carry-out, and directions, call 744-BEEF or download the Ranchers Club app.
Back with you here on our post-game show, the Cowgirls and the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners. We're joined by Karen Hancock here in the booth. And Karen, it was every bit the game we expected. Again, the Cowgirls looking to come out, focusing on what they wanted to get accomplished today. They did a very good job in getting it done.
Absolutely. Overall, just a great team effort from everyone. We're really emphasizing to come out, set your own standard, maintain your own standard. Don't drop down to the level of play of the opponent. And, it's something we felt like we did a little bit on Friday night. And so the challenge for our group today was to not allow that to happen. And we came out today, and I think, from the get-go, we're ready to go, scored that early goal, got on top early, and really, part didn't let our foot off the gas. So we were pretty proud of that.
Yeah, and you set the tone and then not only maintain, but try to improve on what you're trying to accomplish as the match goes on, as you sub people in and out. That's not always easy to do.
No, played a lot of players today. In fact, just about everybody got in that was healthy. And, as you're making those changes, it is difficult to keep that level up. But credit to our group today, they went out and did it.
And from various aspects of the ground, we'll just take a look at the numbers again here. As you see, contribution coming offensively, and that's what really shows up in the book here. But you can take a look at the team numbers and see, well, the defense is keeping them from getting a shot in the first half. They only had 4 for the match, and they all kind of came in a little flurry there in the second half. And so you can kind of start there, because if you have success there, then it usually pushes ahead, and you see players not only from the midfield area but forward, not only from the starting side but also off the bench, contributing in that regard.
Yes, without question. And like you said, that first half, we really pinned them in. They had difficulty getting into our half. Second half, those shots that they got, most of them were from distance, and McKella can usually handle those pretty easily. We just continued to emphasize with our group. We were up at 2.5, but we just felt like that wasn't safe. We need more. It was the kind of game that if we gave up, free kicks from distance, and they launched something in the box, that could create chaos. And they did have a couple of those looks like that, but we really handled it pretty well.
Total shots were 20-4, as I mentioned, but the 8-2 corner kicks are usually an indication that you're doing something forward-wise if you're getting corner kicks.
Oh, yeah, without question. You're seeing that we dominated in the stat category as far as shots and corners, and that usually tells you that, we're spending a lot of time in their end, close to their goal line.
And a very physical game, but again, you have that in soccer at this time of the year. Some of this stuff from the early type of the season kind of balances out a little bit. So what you have to do now is just try to keep everybody on the same page and as healthy as you can. And you're at the halfway point almost of the season, not quite there yet, but getting there. Now getting ready for a couple of games on the road. Memphis, we know, is usually a very good opponent. Arkansas Pine Bluff will be a challenge. Again, having to play to your level of soccer as opposed to come down to the other opponent if they're maybe not as strong. And we know Memphis. They have a history. We have a history with them.
Yeah, Memphis is a good side, and obviously we need to try to see if we can knock them off at their place this next Friday night. It could be a game that later in the season is looked on by the NCAA committee as a win of considerable value out of conference. And it's something hopefully we can get on our side.
And the other thing about that is these are the final two tune-ups for Big 12.
That's right. If we have some kinks to work out, now's the time to do it, because start conference play a week from next Friday.
That's right, as, again, Baylor, Iowa State come in here and then 3 on the road. Well, it'd been nice to have had that UCF game, but 3-2, you'll take that.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Yeah, and I feel like, so far this season, the way that the games have played out, they're pretty accurate what our record is, with the exception maybe of UCF. We really did let that one get away. But, the other loss to Florida, number 5 in the country, they played better than us that day, and, OU and went down to Norman played better than us that day. So, the record is probably pretty accurate with maybe the exception of the UCF game, but, we have a chance hopefully to get back in the winning columns this next weekend. Tough one against Memphis, and then Arkansas Pine Bluff on Sunday.
And again, 3-2 on the homestand, 4-3-1 on the year. Karen, we appreciate it, and a good road trip. We'll see you when you get back home.
Thanks, Bill.
Appreciate it. Karen Hancock with us on our post-game show. We appreciate the coaches coming up with us for our talk each week. We have some scores to tell you about from the Big 12. We'll do that and more when post-game continues for Cowgirl Soccer after a timeout. This is Cowgirl Soccer from Learfield.
Carla Knight is on a crusade to stamp out bad breath, and as a pharmacist at Tiger Drug, she has recruited many to join her in her cause. If you would like to talk to her about it, stop in and bring a Tic Tac to Tiger Drug, 9th and Walnut. A trip to Tiger Drug is like a trip to the Midway. Let Craig Stone guess your weight. Carla Knight wrestle a real alligator handbag. Or marvel at Neil Conkey, the world's tallest midget. Ring the bell and win a prize at 9th and Walnut.
Celebrating 30 years in Stillwater in a big way, Wilson Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is choosing a nonprofit each month of 2016 to receive $30 per retail sale. Payne County Youth Shelter was our January recipient and received a check for over $3,700. Help us celebrate 30 years all year long as we give back to local agencies. Hashtag Wilson Cares. www.wilsongm.com.
We got the deals that put you behind the wheel. Wilson Chevrolet, Stillwater.
Cowboy Nation, it's time to make some noise. Time to cheer louder. Wave your arm higher. Celebrate longer. A Mercy Clinic primary care doctor can give you the strength and energy to do more of what you love. Your Mercy Clinic doctor comes with a whole team of specialists, from sports medicine to sleep medicine. Find your Mercy Clinic doctor at mercy.net/doctors. At Mercy, your life is our life's work.
This is Debbie, owner of Charlie's Discount Drug. Don't waste your time enrolling in a rewards or discount program. At Charlie's Discount Drug, our discounts are for everyone, every day. We also have monthly Mason vitamin specials and bi-monthly wholesale price center specials. Save your time and money at Charlie's Discount Drug, 723 South Walnut in Stillwater.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Time here in Stillwater for the Cowgirls today as Oklahoma State wins it by a score of 5-0 with 4 different players scoring goals today, and J.C. Jones having 2 goals on the day. Jones also had an assist. Anna Beffer, Courtney DeKay, and Anna Beffer actually had 2 assists today on the board for the Cowgirls as they win their 4th match of the year. UTSA goes to 4-3, the Cowgirls to 4-3-1. The crowd 324 officially in the house today here in Stillwater. Finals of other Big 12 games. Texas beats Miami of Ohio on the road today 2-0. It was in a final at Appalachian State in Boone, North Carolina. Texas Tech wins on the road to go to 6-1-1. They beat Appalachian State 2-1. The UTSA game, of course, you know about here. Double overtime for Iowa State, winning at Milwaukee 1-0. So their record now 5-2. Oral Roberts, they played at TCU today, and TCU wins 1-0. So TCU picks up another victory. Baylor and Auburn are playing right now. Kansas and Missouri, Kansas City playing in Kansas City later on tonight. So those are the scores from around the Big 12. Today's game brought to you by Chris's University Spirit, your one-stop Cowboy shop. Once again, join us for the Colin Carmichael Show, 7 o'clock on Tuesday night from the Ranchers Club here in Stillwater. Look forward to that, always with the head coach. And that'll be coming up this week on Tuesday night again, 7 o'clock, Ranchers Club here in Stillwater at the Atherton Hotel and the OSU Student Union here in Stillwater. And again, that's right here on 105.5 as well as on the web at okstate.com. The Cowgirls are on the road for their next 2 matches. They'll be at a very good Memphis team coming up on Friday night at 7. Sure, there'll be a live video and ways to be able to follow that match, game tracker, whatever it might be, off the University of Memphis website, and maybe something on our own side as well. And then Arkansas Pine Bluff is Sunday at 1 o'clock. And our next radio will be against Iowa State coming up 7 o'clock for the live match on the 23rd, and then Baylor the 25th at 1 o'clock to start Big 12 play. And the Cowgirls have 3 in a row on the road in conference play at Texas, at Texas Tech, and at Kansas. The league looks very tough this year, led as usual by West Virginia. Again, the final score here this afternoon, Oklahoma State, 2 goals in the first half, 3 in the second half as they shut out for the second time in a row their opponent and win the homestand with 2 shutouts today, winning over Texas San Antonio by the final score of 5-0. Thanks for listening to Cowgirl Soccer, and this has been Cowgirl Soccer from Learfield.
On the Cowboys Sports Network, this has been Oklahoma State Cowgirl Soccer, brought to you by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Charlie's Discount Drug. Discount is our middle name. Located at 723 South Walnut in Stillwater. Chris's University Spirit, your one-stop cowboy shop. The preceding has been a presentation of the Cowboys Sports Network.